What's the deal, my people? You know it is a Don, Tony, Teflon. I'm back at you with another one from season 3, predictions, theories. We getting into it, and we're going to focus this one on that girl, our girl, the one, the only Fatima. What's going to happen to her in season 3? How is it going to go? We're going to talk about all that. We're going to get into it. Thank you for joining me. We here every week, sometimes twice a week. So up to you. How many times you want to see me? Right? So up to you. Before we get into it, let's say what up to some of the people out here rocking with us in the chat right now. Let's go through. Jackie C's in the building, rocking with us. TNX, Jesus, is in the building. Jesus, I always mess it up. Muhammad, my brother from another mother, is in here. Channel member Tyree is up in this piece, rocking with Cats has made it. What is going on, Cat? Yes, you have made it. Thank you for rocking with us. Truly appreciate it. Baby girl is up in here rocking with us. She does the most is in here rocking with us. Prime, the kid next door, by the way. That's what BW means. Mostly insane is up in this piss. Mr. Peace, Miss Piss. I'm fucking up shit right off the bat. Gee, I haven't even drank it. Mr. Friedman's up in here. Unicorn 1 is up in here. Lady Stonehearted Kimmy G is in the building. Dr. Deb is in here. Mika Lee is in the building, rocking with us. Plaga is in here, rocking with us. Nisha is in here. Unicorn 1 is in here. Frederick is in here. So many people rocking with us. I got more, and we'll give some more. All right, Fred Grace is in here rocking with us. Channel member. I always show love to the channel members. Can't not do that. You know, rocking. We're gonna go over with a girl Fatima. We're gonna go over our whole history and everything else, and then try to figure out exactly how it's going. I think we figured out already what's going to happen with Jim and everybody else. We did that. It's done. We know. Listen, trust it, Don. All right, told you how it's going to go. This is the way it's going to go. You know what I mean? I guarantee you that. Let me give a shout out to my man, the one, the legend himself, Phil, the Issues guy, who unfortunately will not be able to make it with us tonight. He's got a prior gig, but we'll give a shout out to our boy Phil. We'll rock this one on the solo dolo tip, and we'll get this thing popping. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Number one show by the fans up in here. For the family, by the family, is right here. Teflon TV, your number one place to watch from predictions, theories, and probably first motherfucker on YouTube to even cover the goddamn show, right? When you want to get down to it and everything else, you know what I mean? All right, we're going to rock this thing, and as always, we're going to set this bitch off like we always do. So let's get this thing popping, and let's get into this.
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera.
That's our homegirl, the one, the only Carla Way. Give it up for Carla Way. Give it up for Carla Way. And unfortunately, I'm trying to add an emoji for Carla Way. She deserves it. But we are not there yet on our channel members. Hopefully, we get some more channel members, and then we'll be able to get that Carla Way emoji like right up there and stuff for everybody to put out there. But put your Fatima emojis up for Fatima right now in the chat, because that's who we're talking about right now. And I know we got a Fatima once up. So put Fatima up in the chat real quick for everybody out there one time for your motherfucking mind. And let's get right into this. All right, so the character of Fatima, I think we know the backstory, how she got there. Well, let's see exactly what stands out, especially the things of what I see when I'm watching the character out there. Number one, we know that she is most likely the best soul, right? Out of all the souls that we see in there, good-hearted people that we see in there, Fatima comes off as the most kind-hearted person, especially when Julie got there, right? And Julie was there, and we interviewed Peg, she said that she wanted to do for Julie what really hadn't been done for her. She looked at her as like a little sister, someone that she could just mold and make feel comfortable. And then that's when we see her bring her to what is described as their little swimming pond, just trying to teach her, like, hey, though it seems bad, not everything here is so bad, right? She shows Julie the ropes and everything else, and what's going on there, how people share. It's a sharing community. And how, not to get mad when people take your shit. There's just a way you get on laundry detail and you can take it right back after that, and it's better. And that's the way Fatima solves problems, right? We see us solve problems. It's that, hey, don't get so mad. Someone take your shirt. We'll find another way to get that back better than just beating their ass and taking it, right? There's just a way to get it where everyone can just be happy, and let's just say happy. And the happiness goes off into the Fatima Kush. When she came in there with some weed seeds or something in her pocket, enough that she was able to cultivate weed for everybody out there, right? So as we see people who smoke weed, they seem like nice people. They seem happy and everything and relaxed and everything else like that, right? That's what we know about. We know that she's dating Ellis. She's been with Ellis. And even when we get to the point where she has made out with other women in there, so we know that she is on a bisexual nature, Fatima, and Ellis is cool with it, right? So I would have to think that, quite possibly there has been some threesomes with Ellis and some other chick up in there. We haven't seen it, not saying they won't show it, but I'm saying, it might have gone down. And Julie sees this whole situation go down with the kiss, and she says straight up, Fatima says, this is just playing around. This is not serious. Me and Ellis are serious. This is just stuff to pass the time. And we see Julie bi-curious, right? Wanting to kiss Fatima. And Fatima just doesn't look at her as someone that she could do that with. Again, she looks at her as a young girl, confused little girl, and someone that she wants to cultivate. Julie gets done. The unkiss never happens, or the unkiss happens. And then Julie goes off into the sunset there. So I think that what we can see here is that Fatima is supposed to be this kind-hearted, and that's what they want us to believe. Not saying that's not the truth, but that's what they're trying to show. Into the next season, where all these Ellis get stabbed, and we see Fatima lose her nerve a little bit, right? We see her go at the creatures and scream at the creatures in front of the door, something that we would have never seen her do in season one. Now, are they showing cracks in the armor of Fatima? Is this showing that the place is finally just too much for her? What would it be? Just the fact that Ellis got stabbed, that just pushed her over the top to that point where she was just about ready to break bad herself and just go out there and try to go hands with these goddamn creatures? Because that's what it seemed like they're going from. And then after that, we see right after that sorry about that. We see that Fatima, we hear that Fatima herself says that she's pregnant. She's happy to be pregnant. She gets married to Ellis. I should have put that in there. She gets married to Ellis. And again, when she gets married to Ellis, what do we see while she's getting married to Ellis? We're going to talk about that because it's not by coincidence, I believe, that they're showing us all these dream catchers. I've done seen at least 3 dream catchers in this series, and they will show one prominently in the background when Ellis and Fatima get married. So I don't think they just said, hey, we need something to put here. We need to hang up something. And someone in the sun said, maybe a pinata. No, a pinata's not going to work. Cowbell. We need more cowbell. No, not a cowbell. Let's put a dream catcher. Yeah, that looks nice. Let's just throw one up there in the background. Can't believe it. Put that shit there on prominent display for a reason. All right. And again, I've seen 3 of these things in this show, but that one they prominently put there. So we'll come back to the dream. The dream thing sequence has to go on. We also see drawings that Ellis has made, paintings of Fatima. And I'll be honest, a lot of these paintings that are drawn of Fatima look a little spooky. All right. Now, you may want to say that this is Ellis's style of drawing or something like that, but they look a little spooky to me, right? They look like something's going on there in these drawings of her and everything else, right? Doesn't look so just like it's beautiful drawing of. A couple of them are, you know what I mean? But most of them look kind of crazy when you really look at those pictures of her and stuff. So I don't know if that means something, but I do think it most likely does. So we see her get married in front of the dream catcher. Now, again, we talked about this. If this whole thing, and we hear about the nightmares, right? Again, when Sarah said that her brother had nightmares of cicadas, right? And all that stuff. Now, all of a sudden, these cicadas come to life and they're all up in there. Was that part? They want to bill it as the forest. Now, again, when you put things in there and you want to bill it as the forest, the forest makes this happen. The forest makes this happen. So it's not the goddamn forest, man. Now it's easy to say that it's the forest. That's the best way, I guess, you could theorize it or say it or try to understand. The forest is making these things come alive. The forest is an evil forest, and the forest can make these things happen. When the boy in white seen Boyd and Sarah, and they went too far, the boy in white was said, "Yeah, you made the forest angry." The forest is angry. Ain't no goddamn forest angry. It ain't the forest. It's the people controlling this shit. But again, they want to put this whole situation on that, all right, on the forest. So let's just keep going. So the forest, it makes these nightmares come to life. Dream catcher. What's the dream catcher supposed to do? What is the definition? It's supposed to filter out nightmares, correctly? Let's look it up real quick. So we have the exact definition of a dream catcher. So we know that. All right, let's go through it. A dream snare is what it's actually called. Sorry, Curve Lake First Nation. A hoop with a woven string was meant to replicate a spider's web, used as a protective charm for infants. All right, now let's go through that real quick. We just brought that up. This is called the dream snare. Right? It's a hoop with woven string. It's exactly what we've seen. And it's meant to replicate a spider's web. That's what it's supposed to be. Obviously, that's what it looks like. But I think it cannot be coincident that we have seen drawings of giant spiders. We have seen Boyd get bit by a spider. We've seen Abby wrapped up in spiders' webs and everything else. And people believe that it was a spider that dragged the tent. I don't think that's all a coincidence. And it's supposed to be a protective charm for infants. All right. Well, why would it be by this chick? Well, we can see that she is preggo, right? Preggo. Not supposed to be able to get preggo. So it's supposed to be to the point where she has impossible. Now, I don't know. They don't say exactly why she can't get pregnant if she had everything removed inside of her. But she says she's not supposed to be able to get, pregnant at all. Now, which means to me, if I, listen, that's my girl. She ain't supposed to be getting pregnant. Well, how can we say this in a tactful way? Bombs away, right? All day and night, baby. Always know the motto of the Don Tony Teflon. My couch pulls out, but the Don does not. Let's take a drink on that. All right. So when we look at this whole situation and we look at the dream catcher, right? Look at the dream catcher. And we know it's supposed to be protect infants. Now all of a sudden she gets married in front of one. Now all of a sudden she's pregnant. Is it a coincidence? No, not a coincidence at all. This is all set up for some reason. All right. Let me read some more about this dream catcher real quick for you. Native Americans believed that the night the air was filled with dreams, both good and bad dreams, they would hang the dream catchers over their bed. The dream catcher was an integral part of many Native American cultures. It was especially popular among the Cree, who believed it protected people from bad dreams and negative energy during sleep. The guided good dreams to them, right? We also see that, you know, when Donna comes on board and everything else, that Donna makes note of these about the dreams, and may they catch good dreams, and may the good dreams happen to them. Donna is basically the mother of Fatima. It's the daughter, right? That's what she looks at. It's a daughter. It's her second in command. Donna she's basically the flip side of Donna, right? If you want to say good cop, bad cop, Donna has a certain style of how she runs shit, and Fatima has a certain style of how she would run it, which would be the exact opposite. Donna's gruff, right? And she's in their face. You know, she'll punch you in the face like she did the good guy. She'll shoot the shotgun. Fatima's more of a peaceful, let's smoke some weed and just chill. And that's just the way it goes, you know what I mean, type chick. So, but they both are effective at what they do. And they need each other, right? Because sometimes Donna doesn't have the tact. Fatima does, right? And sometimes Fatima may be too nice. Donna ain't that nice when it comes down to the situation. So that's why it works good together. Right, so the mother-daughter combination, Fatima is now pregnant, not supposed to be able to get pregnant, right? Not supposed to be able to get pregnant whatsoever. But here we do find her pregnant. How did she? We know how she got pregnant, right? We got to show why it happened, right? You know how, but why? Why would they make her pregnant all of a sudden? Why all of a sudden is she pregnant when she's not supposed to be? She gets married and she's pregnant, which means, listen, this is the picture perfect thing, right? All of a sudden, you find yourself stuck in this nasty world. You find true love. And then when you can't never have a baby, all of a sudden you have a baby. What would that be called? If you had to think of a phrase, I have a phrase in mind, but let me see if y'all could think of that exact phrase that I'm going to say right now. What would that be called? You went somewhere. You found the love of your life. And now you couldn't get pregnant, and now you find yourself pregnant by this love. What would that phrase be? What would you call that? Let's see if y'all can come up with the same phrase that I'm thinking in my head right now. Someone says a miracle. I agree. A miracle setup. Someone says a setup. No, I'm saying if it happened to you, what would that be? Green is a magical. I think you gotta go on everything we just talked about. A fairy tale is a great line. Think about everything. A manipulative cat is saying. The immaculate conception, Emily is saying. I would say that would be, in my words, a dream come true. All right? That's what that would be. Right? A dream come true. If you went somewhere and all of a sudden you find the love of your life, you can't get pregnant, and you find yourself pregnant, that would be a dream come true. All right? We're talking about dream catchers here. Right? We're talking about, are these people really awake, or are they all sleeping with headsets on, going through the motions of what they're seeing inside this place right now? All right. And that's what it is. All right. Let's go through. Percy is saying, what if it wasn't Ellis that got Fatima pregnant? We are led to believe that it's Ellis's baby. Again, they showed her fucking around with a woman, right? And specifically she says, and they made her say, no, me and Ellis are serious. This is just playing around. All right, this is what it is, right? We're just playing around here. So I think for that reason, they were just trying to say that she's not sleeping with no other guy but Ellis. Ellis is her guy. chicks she's willing to kiss here and there and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Lady Stonehearted coming singing, saying, "Yep, that's what I was trying to say." And type in a dream come true. Exactly. That's what this is, right? A dream come true. Is that what we're dealing with here? Is this all just dreams coming true for people? Is that all we're dealing with here? Nightmares, dreams that are able to manifest themselves into this world, and we can say the physical world, but I don't believe it's the exact physical world that they're in. This is what we're dealing with? Again, we're in a place where there are no kids. Ethan is the only kid that we have seen, except for Victor, in this whole place so far. I mean, Victor's sister too was there. Besides them, there was a bunch of other kids. Let's go through it. There were a bunch of other kids there too that were taken because Victor's mom said that she wanted to save the children. That was the whole thing she wanted to do. That's why she's going to the tower. She's saying she's going there to save the children. But ever since then, these children have been gone. But now, all of a sudden, there's going to be a baby born in Fromville. So how could it end for Fatima? I think it ends one or two ways. The fact that I'm telling you that this is a dream come true means to me it's not going to be end good for her. You can call in 518-290-0848, 518-290-0848. Let me call in and make sure that the line is actually working. I do believe it is, but let me just check it out. Two 290-0848. I did not call that. 290. We're unable to complete your. Why is it doing it? 290-0848.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
The Don Tony Teflon. Yep. All right. The phone line is open and everything else. So again, are we dealing with them sleeping with headsets on? And this is all just actually a dream. They're in a dream-like state going through this with headsets, or are we dealing with alternate realities? And Fatima has been there before. And they have ran experiments on Fatima's in different universes, trying to get her pregnant every time. And every other one has failed in some way. But this time, she finally, well, it seems like she's able to conceive. This time, will the baby actually come out? Have there been a million Fatimas or whatever that died during childbirth? That's the first way I would say is the best chance for her to die. And that is during childbirth. I think that they're not going to allow this thing to go on and all of a sudden there's a baby bump and she's never going to give birth. She's going to give birth really fast in this show. It's going to happen quick. Again, when the show picks up, it seems it happens day by day by day. There have not been any time skips or time jumps that we have known since this show has come on. Like when season 3 starts, it's going to pick up right where season 2 left off. That is what they have always done. So we have to feel that's what they're going to do. I don't think they're going to wait. If that's the case, she's never giving birth. We would never see it. All right. It's not going to happen. But I'm telling you, it's going to be episode 1. She's going to look fine. Episode 4, that baby bump's going to show. Episode 8, she might be fucking 8 months pregnant. They're going to have to do something with this fast. And number one thing I could see them doing with this baby is her dying during childbirth. She could die. That's how you knock her out. That's how you get rid of her. She dies during childbirth. Now you free up Ellis. You make Ellis's character, a more of a on the Kenny side. Kenny better watch out. He have more competition. Ellis come up in this piece. and everything. But you make Ellis break bad, then you give a reason for Ellis to break bad if you get her out of here. Right? That's what we get. That's what you get there. Again, also, if it goes around and she does have the baby, and somehow this baby is healthy, somehow it's fine. Somehow Donna helps deliver this baby, and this baby is fine. Then you have to kill off Ellis. Both of them can't be there. This is not a one big happy family show. It's not going to end like that for people. So one of them has to die. If that baby is born, then Ellis is going to be killed off this season. I know they teased it last season with him getting stabbed and him almost not making it. But I think if they were going to have that baby, you definitely going to have to take Ellis out, because it's not going to have the happy family thing. It gives Boyd something else to live for. If you take away Ellis, Boyd could break bad and there's nothing for him to live for. But if he's there for his grandchild, now you have Boyd having a reason to push forward. Now you want to give a twist in this whole thing, then you just say like Boyd is actually the father of the baby. That'd be a twist nobody's seen coming, right? All of a sudden, Boyd is the one. Maybe come out a little bit darker. She's like, maybe a little darker than I expected. What's going on? Look, check behind the ears. Why behind the ears so dark in this baby? What's going on here? Right, all of a sudden it goes down like that, right? And everything else, it can go down like that, but I don't think so. Again, this is the baby, and let me quash this bullshit thing that Elgin is somehow that baby growing up. Impossible. All right, there's no way Elgin is that baby grown up. It's silly to even think of. If Fatima has a baby with Ellis, there's no way they get a baby that has an afro or they have a baby that's darker skinned than them. Again, Ellis is half white, half black. Fatima is Iranian. It is not going to be a baby dark as Boyd with an afro. The hair will be curly, if it is curly at all, to straight. The skin complexion of that baby is going to be more fairer than Ellis is right there. So that's just not the way it's going to go down. You know what I mean? So let's just squash anyone who tries to push that silly theory. Is ridiculous. All right, it would be ridiculous. It's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? Again, the most likely outcome, as I've said it, is that Fatima will die in childbirth. That's the way I see it going down. You got to kill off a main character this season. Someone's got to go. Again, we have talked about it from the beginning, how she is so kind, so liked, so well liked. Everyone cares about her. That brings in, when she does it and she dies, that brings in fandom to care that she died. You have to kill off somebody that the fandom's going to care about, that it's going to matter, right? It doesn't matter if Chrissy's crackhead girlfriend gets killed off. I don't care about her. Marielle could go. No one cares about Sarah. Sarah's not a likable character. I like Sarah, and I like her as a character, but she's not a likable character where it's going to make a dent in you if she passes away. Donna puts a dent in you. Fatima puts a dent in you. Ellis does, and so does Kenny. I don't think they can kill Kenny off. I don't think he can die this season. It's just no way around that. I just don't see them doing that. So the only option then we have is Fatima, and you give her a way out by killing her during childbirth, which makes it even more dramatic that she went through all this, finally able to give birth to a child, gives birth to her child, and then puts the child in her arms, and then she dies with holding on to the baby all bloody, right? Thank you for the super sticker, Mika Lee. We truly, truly appreciate all donations that come through this channel. You know, that's the only way we get paid for these videos is what y'all donate, which means when you don't donate nothing, I don't make nothing. And that's the truth. Don't make nothing. Zero. So I appreciate it. Only live streams you don't get paid for. If y'all want regular videos, like when I make 20-minute videos, you get paid on those. But the live streams, you don't really get paid on the live streams. You got to get the donations, or then you're not going to get everything. All right, let's go. Glenn Carter is saying, demon baby monster or evil baby like Chucky crawling around with a pacifier knife. I don't know if they make pacifier knives. Like they just have these. I don't know if they make those. I mean, it's pretty inventive, though. It would be inventive if they did do something like that, right? They're pretty inventive. I don't know if they make that. I understand what you're trying to say, right? It could be an evil baby going on here. Again, when you deal with children, especially children actors, babies like this, it's a good chance you could have a crazy type of baby that's born with crazy teeth, or some type of monster, some changeling type baby, shall we call it. Easily could see something like that being birthed, right? Could easily see something like that happening. People saying Rosemary's Baby, 100%. I could see that going on. Let's see what Oliver is trying to say. He was put a long thing in. The devil's attempt to escape from the supernatural prison of Fromville creates holes that allow people to fall in. This is why people wind up in Fromville but are unable to escape. You would have to explain that to me better, because what you're saying here, I can't get with, because I don't see any traces of the devil. So I don't understand where these holes will come. You feel free to call in and explain this theory, and I will do my best to try to, because I can't see it. Spider Baby. Then we know it's boys, definitely. Emily, thank you for the super chat. We truly appreciate it here at Don Tony Teflon TV. Truly appreciate that. You know what I mean? Demon baby means no aliens. That's not true at all. That's not true. That's not true at all. Yeah, I already told you already. Y'all know it's aliens. I know it's aliens. We already discussed this. We've brought in experts that say this.
We have all sorts of stories, mythologies, legends that could be interpreted as gods, who in reality were misinterpreted extraterrestrials.
We know this, right? He came and specifically said that for us. I asked him that question. I said to him personally, I said, dude, people trying to hate on me and my alien theory. I said, what's going on with Fromville?
Extraterrestrials.
I said, who is controlling Fromville?
Extraterrestrials.
I said, what is behind everything that's happening in Fromville?
Extraterrestrials.
I am not telling you that. That's the expert telling you that. As an expert, I can't go. The expert's telling you what it is. I'm just conveying the man's message. All right? Nothing I can do about this, man. I can't do nothing about it. I gotta just let you go. That's what it is. Again, 518-290-0848. Y'all can call up and talk to me live. And you can ask me any question you want. We can go through all this stuff and everything else. Just call up. Don't be shy. Get this guy. You gotta trust you more than the alien egg. Listen, you should trust me. I'm always right about these things. And I'm telling you, this is what we're dealing with here in the end. So we have Fatima. We have gone over we have talked about her death already. How I believe that most likely she is the key candidate to die. We did this a little bit last week of Who Survives, and I gave you the reason why, but I think it's a fitting ending for her to go out during childbirth. It would be hard for me to see them bring on a newborn baby and have this newborn baby be a part of this show. You know how hard that would be? Pause, no diddy. To have a newborn baby a part of a show like this, it's it just doesn't seem that it works for me. It just doesn't seem to fit what we're getting in here. Look at what we're dealing with Ethan. Have you seen pictures of Ethan this year? Ethan big as hell. He had a growth spurt. He don't look like that same Ethan that we left last season. And when you deal with child actors, this is going to be the problem again with the boy in white. That boy in white, it does not look like he grew at the end of last season. Now the next time you see the boy in white, he's going to have a mustache. And so I thought you was a boy. This kid's got a mustache, look like Billy D. Williams. So when you deal with these child actors and you go 1 to 2 years in between these shows, these kids get too big. How are they going to explain Ethan being that big? Are they going to now all of a sudden, are they going to recast the actor? How are they going to explain this kid? So again, when the show picks up, it picks up immediately where the show left off. There's been no time jumps. So there's no way they can say that they're going to have to mess him like, God damn, Ethan, you're taller than Julie. How the hell that happen? Right? How are you going to do it? Unless you're going to recast him. Something's got to be done. Something's got to happen here. You know, how are you going to be able to do something like that? I mean, Debbie's saying time jump. They haven't done it yet. They have not done a time jump yet. It would be 100% against everything that they've showed in this show if they just do a time jump. It just can't be. Now, look, the only way I can see this happening, it still wouldn't explain it. It wouldn't explain it. How could they do it? Now, if they had Ethan leave, right? Like if they had Ethan leave with Tabitha, and then he came back big as hell, then you could say, all right, y'all been gone for 10 years. Time is slowing down in this place. Then you could have, then that would do it, right? But the fact they have them in there would be hard for me to think of how they would do a time jump or anything else like this. It would be hard for me to think that. All right. Let's see who is this?
Call from.
The ball is.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
All right, let's see who this person calls himself the boss. Oh, they got nervous. They got nervous. You call themselves the boss. There's only one boss here, and that's a Don Tony Teflon, man. It's coming. Get nervous. Get nervous, man. They get nervous. That's just what it is. So call them back, but no, we won't. We'll let that go, and everything else. Let's go through some of these comments real quick. They could use a town has rapid aging alongside rapid healing. But then if that was the case, then why Victor should be 150 years old, right? If you're going to age people up that much, then you got to say Victor 150, right? Because he's been in there and everything else. So, you know, I don't know if that works. Have you watched I have not watched I have not watched this show. I'll give it a shot though. Debbie said they're gonna do Ethan like Walt in Lost, acting like he's 6'2", a 2-year-old. Let's hope not. The town made Ethan heal faster to make him grow fast. You know, we'll see. Again, if they did that, then everyone should have aged. Tabitha should be 60 right now. You do have Victor would be 110. Peace. Thank you for the super chat. Tef said, I need a tree finity. I don't know about no tree finity. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm nervous about anything that rhymes with Diddy. Anything that rhymes with Diddy in the comments, I'm nervous about. All right. Yeah, that's it. Like Nisha's idea that through the pregnancy, Fatima might be controlled to do bad things. I don't know exactly how they would do that. Like, how could they control her? Who is going to control her? And how? What does this mean? How do they control her? Is what I would need to know. How many? Diddy was murdering Carl Winslow. Murdering Carl Winslow. No mercy, Diddy. No mercy, Diddy. He could at least took it easy on poor boy. He could at least took it easy on the poor boy. He could at least took it easy. You gotta do him dirty like that. Skill says, where was Victor when Boyd's family got to Fromville when they were hiding underground? It was them, Donna, and old homeboy who stabbed. They didn't show Victor there. You're 100% correct. They didn't show Victor inside that hole. But we know that there were other holes also there, right? Because we've seen other people emerging from different holes. You would think that they would have the actor who played Victor inside there. It would have been better to do that. But we do know there were other holes. So they can easily explain that away and just say he was in a different hole. But I understand what you're saying. You should have probably done that. But, it could be a situation like that they'll just say he's in a different hole. Which brings us to another Diddy comment. Everything leads back to Diddy. I'm having fun. I don't know what's going on in life. I don't know what's going on. But I'm saying Diddy is the boy in white. He might be, goddamn it. He's all about them white parties. You know about that. Mika says, will Elton and Julie hook up? No, I think it's Sarah. I think Sarah gets clapped up by my man Elgin. I think Sarah's gonna get clapped up by him. And then she's a little older. I just don't think that the actress, that they're gonna want that actress who plays her. She's supposed to be young acting. You know what I mean? So I don't think they're going to have Elton tap it up. I think it'll be a Sarah situation. She's older. So I think that's the way it would go. You know what I mean? And everything else. You know what I mean? I think that's how it would go. I don't think they're gonna have Elgin, that black man, run that little white girl. They ain't gonna show that on TV. They ain't gonna show that. We ain't get that far in life. We made a lot of progression in life, but they ain't gonna show that on TV. they ain't gonna show that one. That's a step too far. We're not really there yet. We're close, but we're not there yet. We're getting there. Maybe in a couple of more years. All right. Let's go through it here. You think we might get the fire or flood from Victor's drawing? This is more likely to flood. All right. So how could the flood happen? Again, we're getting the snow this year, right? That's the big thing. The seasons changed. They shot in the winter in Canada. So there had to be a shit ton of snow out there. So they're definitely going to give us the fall and the snow this year. We're going to have a lot of snow and everything else. And snow leads to crop shortages. Snow leads to how these creatures, these slow-ass walking creatures already, how the hell are they going to be trudging through the snow? Like, this is, I just don't see, you know what I mean? How that goes down. You know what I mean? I just don't see how I want them to bring these creatures, to be more as scary as they were in season 1. I think they got away with it a little bit. In season 3, I want them to bring that back. But how are you gonna do it in the snow? If there's a lot of snow, you're gonna have these motherfuckers on skis and shit coming at motherfuckers like this. They're gonna be coming down cross country and how they getting through the snow, man? You're gonna have these motherfuckers shoveling shit, paths and shit. Is that we're gonna have motherfuckers shoveling? Like, I'm gonna get your ass, man. You just wait. Is that we're gonna have? How they gonna get through this shit? How they getting through the snow and shit? Are they gonna be laying down, belly sliding down the fucking hill like fucking Frosty the Snowman? How they getting through the snow, man? I just don't know how they gonna do it. I'm gonna see it. All right, I gotta see how they gonna do it. I gotta see this shit, man. I gotta see it. Here's Gamer says Fatima is the mole. Looking back at season 1, she was way too nice to Julie and sneaky. I don't know if it makes sense that she would be the mole. Now, I'm not saying that she can't be. Again, to me, when I deal with who the mole is going to be, I would think it would have to be somebody who was there from just about the beginning to oversee the whole project. Unless the project is already going on, and then they said, all right, we're going to send somebody in there. We're going to send Fatima in there as the mole. It just seems her reaction in season 2 to screaming at the creatures through the door wouldn't be the reaction that the mole would do, and anything like that. It wouldn't be a reaction like this. Now, this Chris Black, I think you're hating. First saying I'm drunk. First you comment on my shirt every week, and now all of a sudden you're saying I'm drunk. All right, I don't understand. When I'm not nowhere near anything like this, I don't know if you're just in here trolling or what. Are we gonna have to put them in the box? No, we're not putting it. I'm just playing with you, man. You can say whatever you want. All right, you can say whatever you want. Have fun. That's what we're here for. Oliver has something long to say, so we'll see if we can get up there. Since the monsters only walk, I think that's because maintaining human form takes a lot of energy, leading to no energy to run. When they sleep, they return to their original monster form. I don't think that's the case. I agree partially. I don't think that's the reason why they only walk. I think that it's a decision to have the monsters walk because they think it looks more scary. That they don't need to run, right? They can just walk and get you. I think that's what they're going for there. I think that they're in their regular form, leading to energy, not because of lack of energy when they're sleeping. I think it's just a glamour, right? I think they're always in their monster form, but they glamour themselves, meaning cast a spell or something is over them to look a certain way to people through their eyes. Again, during that time. And I think that is why you see them in their original form. When they're sleeping, you can actually see them, but when they're awake, somehow they omit this glamour. Now, maybe, and then that's when they come get you. Or it could be, again, we only see them really in their original form, sleeping, and right until they attack, right? So it can go either way, I think. But I think that the walking 100% is just to make it's a decision by the people because they don't want to have them to be confused with zombies and running zombies and everything else, the sprinters and everything else. And they're trying to do something else. But listen, let me say, Fatima could be the mole. She could be. It would make sense for her to be the mole because if she is, it'll be someone that we trusted, someone that we cared about, and she was trying to set this whole shit up. But I just don't see them going through the whole situation with her screaming at the creatures the way she did and breaking down the way she did if she was a scientist or something in there. I can't see that. We get asked this question every week. We're going to take it again. when is From returning? Every week. There is no set date. This live keeps, if there is a set date, I promise you, as soon as I hear, and I do talk to the people at MGM, and as soon as I get a day, they will announce it. You'll know it. You'll never have to ask the question. You will know it. It'll be on Twitter. Harold, every one of the cast members will announce it. They'll put a thing out there on From. It will be there. So that is just what it is. Now, what is this right here? Now, Justin White. I've never seen you before, Justin. I think hopefully I'm saying your name right. Thanks for coming over. Actress said Elgin is the most. Did she say that? When did she say this? And if she did say it, then we know for sure that Elgin is not the mole. We know that for sure then. If she says that he's the mole, then we know for sure he is not the mole. Again, I'll say it again. I've said it once, I'll say it before. The mole has to be someone that people actually care about because it has to feel like a betrayal. The mole has to be someone who's been there a long time so that way they can do the research. All right, that's the mole is there to do, the inside research. Can't be someone who's just got there. Got to be someone who's been there. You know what I mean? So that is what it is. So we don't have no exact thing like that. So that is what it is. Trust me. A lot of these actors and actresses that are in the show don't know what's going on from the show. They know certain things and aspects. These show writers are very crafty. They know, you know what I mean? I understand what you're saying, Justin, that she said in the interview, but I don't care if she said it in the interview. You know, I don't believe her. Mika says she was tight-lipped in the interview. You said she says it in the interview. I don't see it. You know what I mean? So I can't see it. It's not going to be Elgin. They bring Elgin in here to beat him up. That's not his purpose in here. He over here giving up secrets, having dreams, throwing up on people and shit. You're going to have the guy who came in here throwing up on people, tried to talk to Julie, tried to talk to Sarah, telling people secrets about the boy in white and everything else and have him be the mole. That makes no sense. Makes no sense. He giving up. We got Fatima trying. Oh, we haven't even talked about that part yet. We're going to get into all that. Again, feel free to call in if you want to talk to the Don Tony Line, 518-290-0848. Y'all are very scared to call in. Don't be afraid. All right. I'm not going to hurt you. You know, and you could feel free and confident to say any theory you want to say. I will not poo-poo any theory or make any theory look bad. All I will do is give my opinion on it, and that's it, of why I can agree with it and why I can't. I'm very respectful to everybody. Everyone has the right to do it. If Jess wants to call in, tell Jess to call in. Tell Jess don't be afraid. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. All right. Let's keep going on and everything else and talking up. People, again, the number is on the crawl. Is the crawl on the TV screen? Can y'all see the crawl up there? Do we understand what the crawl is? Where it says from season 3 deep dive. Subscribe to the channel, like this video. Super chats are appreciated. Call in 518-290-0848. It does say that. I want to make sure because maybe no one can see in the summertime. Let's see. We got a call. We don't know where this is from. Let's try.
Call from.
Hey.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
I don't know who this person is. Probably someone trying to be funny. I don't know. You're gonna have to. I can't risk that. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. You gotta. You're just making noises. If you're gonna call in and be serious. Don't call in here just to try to call me the N-word or something stupid. You know, I ain't got no time for this. If you have something to say and you really want to say it, please call in and I would love to hear from you. But not if you don't call in and just be done. All right, come on, for real. Let's be real. Let's be adults here. All right. I have no time for the bullshit. So again, if you want to call in and you seriously have something to say and you like the show, 518-290-0848. We're going to keep it moving and everything else. I don't want to have to go to pre-recorded phone call because I will. But I really don't want to do anything like that. All right. Let's keep going on and everything else. Let's just keep going on and deal with Fatima. Now, another thing we have to deal because we've been talking about Ellis is what Ellis. All right, let's take the call. Maybe this person.
Call from.
Ra.
All right.
To accept, press 1.
What's going on? You're rocking with the Don Tony Teflon. Hello.
What's up, Tony? How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, it's my first time calling in. I've been watching you for a while.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you calling in. What's your name, boss?
My name Ra.
All right, Umbra. What's going on? What you got for me, man?
Man, I personally I believe they playing all of us, and the mold doesn't even exist. I think they want us to think there is a mold.
Okay. Why do you think that they would play us like that?
I mean, I come to my own mind because I'll do that to everybody. It's just based off my own personal feelings. Like, if I was to do a show like this, I would want you guys to think it's a mold.
All right.
But everybody is actually a part of my experiment, and I would lead the audience on to believe there is a mold.
All right. Because
that's just my own personal feeling.
Yeah, because we got the character, we got Randall, right? Bringing it up in the show, saying that if this was an experiment, then that would have to be that someone on the inside working on the inside. So you think that they had him say that just to troll all of us?
I mean, yeah, because I'm thinking on my own personal preferences, and I would do that. I would troll everybody.
Okay.
And it's just to be different from all other TV shows. Like most television shows have a mole when it's concerning situations like this. So what will make me different from all those other shows is to not have a mole.
The thing is just that the fact they brought it up and they had a character bring it up, to me makes me think that they have to pay it off. To bring it up and then all of a sudden say, "Oh, don't bring it up again. There is no mole," makes me to me that's kind of bad writing. If you're gonna bring something up, you got to pay that off, right? You know. And that,
what? Check this out. What about this point of view? What if it is a mole, but it's no one that we're thinking about? What if it's not even a person? What if it's an object?
I feel you on that. Look, Debbie's saying Debbie is with you. She said she's team no mole.
Right, but what if it's an object? What if like we're in the land of make believe, right? So what if it's not a person? What if it's actually the trees? We think it's a faraway tree, but what if the trees are the mole? We don't understand this world that we're in.
We don't. I mean, listen, we ain't in no magical forest though, where the trees are actually alive, and this is not this is not Lord of the Rings going on here, right? That they want you to believe it. In fact, they said it, like Boyd said it in last season, and the fact that he said it is to let you know that it's not what it's supposed to be. That you're talking about a little white boy running around a magical forest. They made him say that out loud to let you know how silly that is for that to actually be the truth.
Right, but everything about this world is silly. It don't make sense.
All right, it is. You're right. Everything about the world is crazy. It's crazy.
So that's just my spin on it. Brian ain't gonna hold you up too long. I've been watching for a while.
I appreciate the call and I appreciate your take. Definitely call back anytime, brother.
Yeah. That's all I can say. I just want people to, just think about it a little.
I will.
What if they just plan us all?
I definitely will. I definitely will take into consideration. Again, you have people in the chat agreeing with you saying they team no mold also.
Right. Okay. Cool. Like I said, I'm gonna continue to watch, man. Let's enjoy the show.
All right, man. All right, hit me back.
All right.
All right, one brother. All right, that's a good call. Again, let me say it. So you said you called in. I'm sorry if I didn't answer your call. You got maybe I thought you was trolling. I didn't hear the name. When you got to say the name. When it asks you what your name is, I need you to say the name. So if you feel like calling back, definitely call back. I'll definitely answer your call. So even when you deal with me personally, I understand what he's saying. That they're gonna bring up a mole just to troll us, and there really not be a mole. I can understand what the brother's trying to say. I just don't think it's good writing. I think if they bring it up, they have to pay it off. Let's go. Let's take this for you.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To
All
send
right.
a voicemail,
I don't know
press 2.
what that was. We'll take it. What's going on? All right, yeah, you're breaking up really bad. Can you talk to me? All right, they're gone. All right, now people, now you got to get the good connection here. All right, we don't know what's going on there at all. The connection was a little rough, a little shaky. Get to a landline, take out your earbuds, something. But we were a little the number's still up there. All right, so again, let's take Debbie. And I love Debbie's picture because Debbie looks happy. And the picture. All right, let's take this call again. Let's try it again. Maybe they got that.
Call from.
Dustin.
To accept.
What's going on? You're rocking with the Don, Tony Teflon.
Hey, Tony Teflon. How's it going?
What's going on, Dustin?
Happy Wednesday to you.
Happy Wednesday to you also. If that's
Thank you.
the thing in the background, can you please just turn it down because it's on a delay? I can't hear it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's probably the live stream, I think. Hopefully that's a little better. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can. What's good? What's going on, man?
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Your channel is amazing, brother. I thank you for all that you've been doing for people and, kind of giving them entertainment and helping them with advice. And you've always been a great person, Tony.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I do my best.
Absolutely, brother. I was going to say in regards to the mole idea and mole theory, I think it's kind of interesting because I don't know if it's necessarily that quite, maybe it's technically a mole, but I think Donna and Dale are definitely up to something that they probably met the big bad or whoever's in charge before, and now they don't want the information to get out to everybody else. Like, if you think about it, there's moments when they're together and then Dale's like, okay, well, let's play make-believe. Or like when the tower was being built, Donna was very upset at the whole time. And like, it's almost like she knew who was on the other side of the voice when it happened. And then also, if you think about it, when she was talking to Jim after they were in the forest with Randall by the RV, she was like, oh, did you tell them that? And they were like, no, I didn't tell them. And she's like, oh, sigh of relief. Like almost like they made a deal with the big bad just so they could keep peace in the town. Don't want it to get out.
All right, so you're thinking that Donna's a mole, but she's not working for them. She's working with them to keep it. She's not working with them like it's not a scientist doing this investigation. She made a deal with the big bad, like, hey, we'll feed you a couple of bodies, just keep everything good.
Yeah. If you notice, like, because she's the one that has the most peace being there and doesn't want to leave.
Yes, you're right.
And it was kind of the same thing like on Lost, where the ones that didn't want to leave, they're the ones like causing problems and kind of steering people the wrong way, showing up everywhere like she's been doing. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I think Donna, to me, is the number one suspect to being the mole. I think the number one reason I give it is that Randall pulled her out, said she's the mole, strapped her to the tree because she thought she was the mole, but they freed her before they actually found out if she was the mole, if Randall was right. They freed her before they said it. And then everything happened. The monsters selected Randall to get the cicadas in the mouth and do all that chained up stuff. I think that's the way to keep him in line now, right? Because I think they're gonna Randall's now is gonna have his nuts clipped off him now. Now he's gonna fall in line. You know what I mean? Before he was all, all gun ho, but after this experience, now he's gonna just fall in line like everybody else. Also, Donna is in control of Colony House. She's in control of a lot, so you would have to have someone in the form of control if they're going to be a mole. So 100%. I think Donna is at the head of the class to being. I don't think she did it to make a deal with the monsters. I think she's like one of the scientists, someone working with them.
Oh, what about Dale? Do you think he's also suspect? Because he was also there in the beginning.
He was there.
And also, he kind of seems like he knows something too.
There's no doubt, but he says it, right? In season 1 that we're dealing with pocket dimensions, he says. But no one wants to take him seriously. I think that would, if he was the mold, he wouldn't have said that, unless you just say he was drunk. He was drunk at the time, and that's why he was just spilling his guts a little bit, being drunk. And then after he says this is when he gets punched in the face that night by Donna, right? So maybe he's giving away too much, and she needed to shut his ass up, and she knocked him out for it.
That's true. You don't think he stabbed Elgin on purpose, though? Like, I mean, that's a little too convenient to slip into somebody.
It was, it's funny because the guy, I spoke to him. I spoke to Donna. I spoke to them for a long time. After they came on the channel, when we ended, me and Phil talked to them probably for like 45 minutes after. And he's a really good guy. Obviously, it's Donna's real life husband and stuff. And he's a really good guy. They're really nice people, and it would be ironic that the couple who's really married in real life happen to be the moles of this whole situation.
Yeah, it would be ironic, I guess so. It makes sense. You're right. Well, maybe just Donna's portion. That could be true, but I could understand that. One other thing I did want to kind of ask you about.
Yep.
What do you think about the possibility of Elgin dying? Because him being drowned, and in the new season, that monster's supposed to come back that looks like Fatima. So what if he drowns maybe at the end of the season, and that's what starts the flood?
That Elgin drowns and starts the flood because he drowned.
Well, because he has that fear, that phobia of water, and that's what could start the flood, or maybe he gets drowned in the Brundles or something.
It would have to be the Brundles because you seen him when he went there, he was shook when he looked at it, right? He went there and looked at it, he wanted to leave. So something's going on with the water over there in the Brundles. We're about to talk about the Fatima, the Elgin thing. That's actually what I was going to talk about before the call started coming in. That's Fatima. I think I don't know if that's the actual cause of it. Would be because he got drowned. I think that there will be a flood, but will they do that this season with the snow? Again,
no, I doubt it.
Yeah, the flood thing to me, it just seems that it's a big deal. It's hard to shoot. It's going to have to be a very controlled environment if you're going to do a huge flood. Special effects can't cover all that up. So I don't know if they can do the snow and then the flood right after it. So I think if we do, we will get a flood, but I don't think we get it this season. I think we'll probably get it next season. But is Elgin the cause? If he dies in it, it could be Fatima dying that triggers it, right? Because it seemed that she was the one that was dead. And he was in the water being drowned by Fatima, right? So if you want to say the trigger would be the dead Fatima that triggered him getting drowned, right? So you had the fact that Fatima was the one holding him under the water, looked like a dead version of her. So that can be justifiably meaning that the death of Fatima is what triggers the flood.
Wow, that's deep.
I'm a dime.
I mean, if you're guessing,
I'm a dime.
Yeah, the people that would die on the season, that makes sense.
I'm a dime. Come on, man. Come on.
He's a dime. Let's go, Tony. That's amazing. Well, I appreciate your time, brother. Thank you.
I appreciate
You're really
you calling.
awesome.
I truly do.
Right.
Call back anytime.
All right. Thank you, brother. Take
All right.
care.
Peace, bro. All right, we you know, I was gonna save all that stuff, but we pulled it out there and everything else, and all that with how it's going to the flood starts and everything else with that, you know. So yeah, all right. He's one more time, right? I hope you got your phone line intact. You're in a good spot. You got 5 bars. You know, you call back and hopefully you get through here and everything else like that. And we said we got, who's that? Dr. Deb. Who's Dr. Deb? Let's see Dr. Deb. Who's Dr. Deb? All right, Deb. What's going on? All right, let's take this call here.
Call from.
All right. What's going on? You're rocking with the Don, Tony Teflon.
Hello.
What's going on?
Oh, okay. I'm on.
You on. Yes, you are.
All right. Okay. This is the Heath.
What's going on?
And first of all, I'm here just to shoot you some flowers real quick.
All right.
I've been a fan of you since Game of Thrones.
Oh wow, that's a long time, baby.
Yeah, this is a Tef appreciation moment. You know, I've been rocking with you for a while, and you over here hooping during the off season.
Mm-hmm.
For From, you know, you put in work, you know, and I'm over here just letting you know I appreciate you for who you are and what you do. First off,
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I'm light skinned like you, you know. So we stick together. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt about
I'm trying to cut. Yeah, and I want to give my I'm coming to From Con, just so you know.
We'll have it. I'll just show you.
All right.
It's got a different name, but we'll have it.
Okay, and I want to give a real quick theory on who the mole is.
Let's go.
Okay, so the mole has not been revealed. And you know why the mole has not been revealed?
Why is that?
Because they have somebody in front of us giving us propaganda to distract us. And his name is Tony Teflon. Yes, the monsters have found a way to cross into our world.
Okay.
And they got some of you from way back in Queens. I don't know what you did, but they got something.
Mm-hmm.
And so they keep telling you to tell us it's aliens. That's how I know it's not aliens. It's definitely not aliens because they got something on you right now. And they propaganda tool. I'm smarter than this. I'm smarter than this, Tony. You're not gonna get me.
Okay.
It's something beyond this.
Now,
but yeah,
I'm be honest. I've been smashing this chick behind me for a couple of years now.
Okay then. Well, you know,
I ain't gonna lie about it.
All right. Well, then you know. All right. Tony Trump.
I ain't gonna lie about it. I've been smashing this chick for a little while. You know, I made her clean the clothes though. I put her clothes in the wash. You know what I mean? Clean the clothes up. You know what I'm saying? But you listen. Listen. You figured it out, man.
Tony Trump.
That's why she's sleeping because I just smashed her. That's how deep I run. That's how deep I run.
All right. Well, you know, I'm glad I got that right. All jokes aside, man. I love you, bro, and thank you for what you're doing, man.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
All right.
All right. Well. Yeah, I know what I do here. Someone just gifted a membership. Who was the one who got the membership? I can't see it, but thank you for the gifted membership and everything else. Thank you 100%. We're going to continue this conversation in 1 second. In 1 second, I'm going to go and get a drink and everything else. So this will be the real quick intermission, and we'll be right back.
Just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. said, Mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly, que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera.
Here we go. The Don Tony Tough Line. We're back with the second half. Well, it ain't gonna be another hour. We'll go for 2 hours as always. Second half of the show and everything else. Again, you know the number to call in and everything else. Let me say, give a shout out to everyone out here who rocks with me every week. Everybody who comes out here and everything else, and you know, supports the channel, especially those who've been here. If you've been here since Game of Thrones and all that stuff, thank you so much for rocking with me for as long as you do. It means the world to me. You know, this is what I want to do. This is what I enjoy doing. This is my fun time. And it feels to me a lot of times that, you know, in all honesty, and be honest about it, that I feel like more close people in my real life. I don't have a lot of peoples. I keep my circle really tight. You know, pause. You know, Jesus Christ, pause. Why does everything you say come back to Diddy? That's why I'm friends with his ass. I can make a game like 6 degrees of separation with Diddy, bro. You can do it right there and everything else. Yeah, what I'm saying, seriously, what I'm just right. We got to call someone's bringing it. Let's take this call.
Call from.
It's Mika.
To accept, press 1.
What up? You rocking with the Don Tony Teflon? What's good, girl?
How you doing, Tony?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. You know what? I always have so many thoughts and theories, and then when I go to call in, I forget what I was going to say.
Why is that?
I don't know. But you know what? One quick funny thing. Last night I had a dream that I walked into a strip club, and Fatima was a bartender and Ellis was a DJ. It was crazy.
Are you serious? You had that dream?
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that cool?
That is cool.
It was so real. It was like, wow, that's crazy. I've been watching From like constantly. I'm so obsessed with it. It's ridiculous.
Have you figured out anything new? Have you seen anything new in it?
Well, you know, I kind of was thinking. Remember when you put that picture up last show, and I said it looked like Jade's symbol from like above. Well, what if they're like creating like an Earth 2 or something, and like they're starting from nothing and then trying to create a new world or something? But I don't know. That's kind of like really deep theory, right?
Like they're trying to create another planet of Earth, is what you're saying,
right?
And it's
right, like in the Flash.
Like in the flat. All right. So in Crisis on Infinite Earths, is that what you're dealing with? We're dealing with alternate of realities of Earths, right? So
right.
I think we could say something like that. It could be happening right now. We could be seeing infinite Earths, and they're pulling the same people from all of these Earths.
Right, and just trying to start over to get it right. You know, they're pulling people that really need a second chance in life, or they have nothing. Or another thing that bothers me is that like the two people that don't have flashbacks of when they arrived are Christy and Fatima. Right, you see like a flashbacks of a lot of people, but.
Fatima, we have not seen a flashback. I don't know if she's a main enough character to do it. to have a flashback of her arriving. Who did we get flashbacks of them arriving? We have one of Boyd, because they had to explain what happened to his wife, so that's why we got that flashback. Who else did we get a flashback of her arriving?
I'm trying to think.
I mean, we got the story from Father Kotri, but we didn't get a flashback of him arriving.
Right, the stories. You know, the one story that actually, you know, when Ellis proposed to Fatima, he's like, "This is where I was standing when I first saw you when you arrived." So I guess that counts. I correct myself.
Yeah,
right?
That would be count. Yes, that does count. When she first, meaning that Ellis was there first before she got there, right?
Right. Yep. Also, you know what? You remember when Jade was the last?
Weird? Did he think he was gonna hit that? Like he's seen her that time and say, "Yes, finally." Like,
right?
He was sitting there the whole time, and all of a sudden he said, "Yes, yes." Right.
I've been following Ellis on Instagram. He's so funny. He's really cool.
Well, you follow him, tell him to come on the show. Like say, listen, you need to go on Teflon TV. What's going on? What's good with that?
Yeah, you're gonna do that again next season, right?
Yeah, I'll do. I'm gonna try to set something up there, like within a week or so. I'm gonna reach out to a couple of people and see if they'll come on. You know, just to give something else.
Right. I've been watching like all the shows with all the past guests, and Elgin was the best. Like he rocks with you guys the whole time, and you guys are cracking him up.
Elgin's my people, man. That's my people. We cool. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these actors, like you know, I interview them or whatever. But some of them, I'm like I consider myself like I'm cool with them. You know what I mean? Like Elgin, I'm cool with. I'm cool with Elgin. I'm cool with Donna and her husband. You know what I mean? Like I'm cool with
yeah.
Like I'm cool with them. Like, you know, I'm cool with Scott. With Scott, I'm gonna keep calling him Scott, but the actor who plays Victor, Phil is more cool with him than me. But we cool with him, Scott. Anytime I put up a video on Instagram, he'll always watch it and everything else. And he, you know, he's living up in Brooklyn. I really gotta get up with him. You know what I mean? When he gets back and everything else, we're gonna get up. Me and Phil, so we're gonna run down there. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna chop it up with him. Obviously, Phil's in the band.
Yeah.
In the band. You know what I mean? So they got a lot of everything else. So we're gonna go down there and chop it up with him and all that good stuff. You know.
Cool. It was cool too. Like she was like, you're the only show where she was like at a party, and she like took her time at a party to go on your show. It was so cool.
She's mad cool too. You know? I got nothing but love for her. Yeah, I got love the whole cast that has come on this show. You know, Donna's been on the most. The actress who plays Donna has been on the most. I got nothing but love that they would actually agree to come on. And because this is the place that if they actually want to engage with their fandom, that they actually get to do it, you know what I mean, live. And I appreciate them for even taking the time. And the fact that she took time out of her hanging out to come on there and rock it with us. She didn't have to do that. She backed out and said, you know what, we have to do it another time. But she definitely took the time to do it, you know what I mean, and all that. And again, show these actors some love. No matter what, this could be the biggest role they ever have for their life. Period.
Yeah,
that's the business.
You're right.
You don't know. You know what I mean? You have no idea what's going on to transpire in their career. Hopefully they get more. Hopefully they're Oscar award-winning actors and everything else. Everyone wants that. But this could be the biggest. Joyce DeWitt, you know, great actress. But Three's Company was the biggest thing she's ever been on. I mean, I think she's like 70-something years old now, and still that was her show. So this could be the biggest thing that a lot of these actors get on, and you know, they all are mad cool. And listen, they regular people. Again, like Chrissy said, straight up, you know, Julie, she is not Julie, Chrissy, she's a nurse in real life, and she ain't quitting her job no time soon. Because when she was working, she said, "I got a shift that I got to run," you know. That, you know,
that's awesome.
I got love for people like that, you know what I mean, because they just like me and you, just trying to get through and do something that they enjoy, and they got this break. So that's what it's gotta be. Show these people some love, and so follow them up and everything. I remember when they had no Instagram, when they had no followers on Instagram. I remember when they had nothing, like Hannah and them have 10, like 15. I remember when they had nothing. Did 0.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Season 2 people started following them. So, but I remember when they had no one. It was just like me and Phil following them, nobody else.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I've been trying to I've been Googling them, like the other movies they've been in. I've seen a couple of that Chloe's been in. I've seen a couple with one with Julie, and I was looking for one with Father Khatri because I like him. He's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tony. Well, it was nice talking to you.
It's always nice talking. You don't be a stranger.
Okay.
Right.
I can't wait for season 3, man. I'm so excited. I hope they have like a lot of seasons.
I think we're gonna get 2 more.
Cool.
2 more. 2 more.
Cool.
I think it'll go to 5. It'll go to 5 in the end.
Maybe 6.
I'll take 6. I think it'll go to 5. I'll take 6.
Hey, what if all the women I'm from get pregnant?
Listen, that means I was on the set.
Yeah. You and Phil take turns.
All right, babe. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Have a good night. Bye, guys.
What?
Bye.
Let me give a shout out to someone. I seen the comment real quick. That was up there. Oh, right here. Finally caught alive. Thank you, Aisha. Get me out here singing, Aisha. Don't make me do it, right? Don't make me do it. Thank you for rocking. I'm glad you were finally able to catch it live, and hopefully it doesn't disappoint. It's like, God damn it, I finally caught it, and this nigga suck. Pause. No Diddy. Jesus. Everything, all roads lead back to Diddy. I don't know what to say. I'm scared to talk now. We gotta invent a new language. This guy's made it that you can't even talk anymore, man. That's what it is. All right. Let's go. Listen. Listen, I'll be honest. They, oh my God. Listen. Thank you so much. I love it. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. 100%. I do. I that means the world to me. And it means the world. Let's see. Hey, Tony, have you seen the new set photos of Tabby in the real world? I don't think I've seen set photos of Tabby in the real world. Don't know if I've seen those. I'll look around. If anyone has those photos, definitely share them with me. I'll put them on the screen right now. I've seen photos of like the kids and everything playing in the hospital and stuff and seeing anything else, but I didn't see anything else like that. Prime is the kid next door. Do you, Doc? This is not even for me. I thought the question was for me. I'm sorry. Y'all over here having things with Dr. Deb. All right. Do you think everyone in Fromville was chosen or they just happened to be unfortunate? I believe everyone there was chosen, at least a few of them. I mean, it's not. I will answer the question. Y'all want to over here having yeah. What Discord? My Discord? Is it the Fromville Discord? Escaping from Discord. Is that what you're saying? If it's on escaping from Discord, I haven't been on. I don't know anything about it. The person who created it came to me and Phil. Oh, Fromville Discord. I don't even know what Fromville Discord is. We have our own Discord called Escaping From, and then someone created it for us and everything else, and offered to give it back to us to run it. But I cannot run anything like that. I don't have time in my life to do anything else. But if anyone does have any pictures or anything like that, you can send me the pictures on my Twitter and everything else, and I'll post them for you. And we'll take a look at them and everything else. But again, when you deal with it, again, you have to go with what we know. You know what I mean? You have to go with what we know. And when you deal with the Baz Reeves, I like that show, Baz Reeves, too. I loved it. It was a good show. If anyone had a chance, check out the Baz Reeves show, Paramount Plus. It was on. They did a really good job with it. You have to look at exactly what's going on. And that's why the simulation theory makes the most sense. of it all. There is no way it can't. If it's not, it's going to be hard to explain what happened to Tabitha. The only thing that explains it is assimilation theory, which we came up with here on the Teflon TV, Don Tony Teflon channel. Without a shadow of a doubt. Baby girl says Fatima was sent there as a mate for Ellis. You know, it could be that's why they picked it. Again, I do believe all these people, there's no randomness. There's nothing random about these people being there. Right? Whether it's the whether it's the Fatima and Ellis, Kenny, Marielle, you can see that there's always something there for someone. Fatima is supposed to be there because she's supposed to get pregnant by Ellis, right? For some reason, they need to have his DNA mixing with hers to do something. Boyd is there for a reason. They're all there, but you have to ask yourself, who was brought in for the experiment and who did the aliens bring in to try to get themselves set free? There's two groups of people, right? So when you look at Jim and the Matthews, they were there for the experiment. Jade was brought in there not for the experiment. He was brought in there by the aliens to get them free, right? So you always have to look at like that when the two cars come in there, that's what's going on. There's one that's supposed to be there and one that the aliens are able to slip in and bring in there. You know, what is going on here? Crypto, Color Lights Tech. Very, very long name. Very long, right? Pause. Goddamn Diddy. You can't say anything anymore. Can't say anything. Can't say anything. Anyway, rumor has it you've been putting smoothies in that beer mug. This method. Listen, I wish I was. Listen, I'm sure I'm working out every day. I wish there was smoothies in there. No doubt about it. Broke. Oh, I'm so sorry. Bookie. I said broke. I just read a Bookie cashing out. So they're coming out with a new. Yes, they are. There will be a new season. I promise you that. And I'm so sorry that I messed up your name in the beginning. Mega Lee, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I enjoy it being a part of Teflon TV. XO to you. Don't be XOing me, or you gonna have to XOing me when you see me in person. All right, don't be putting that out there in the world. All right, it's something that you don't want to do. Have any of y'all seen the movie Signal? There's another movie, something else that's coming out, and everything else that is that remind the M. Night Shyamalan is about to drop a movie that is 100% like From. Have y'all seen that? All right, so you say he sent this photos to me on Twitter. Let me see. Haven't been on Twitter in like months. And someone sent me a Cash App. Thank you so much. They didn't put their name in here, but I appreciate it 100% for the Cash App. Let me put this up. Let me check I don't even know. I be looking for the Twitter sign all the time, and then know it. I be forgetting to look. It's the X shit. What? Costume Co. She hit me up. I didn't even see. I'm sorry. I didn't see. I didn't even know. Where did you send it to me? Because I don't see it, man. I don't see it at all. I'm saying you sent it to me on Twitter. I did not see it. I'm looking on Twitter right now. It's not popping up. Pause. I just see that my live stream up there. And me looking down on the camera. I do not see it at all. I do not see it. Yeah, I'm sorry. So yeah, I would bring it up, but I don't see it at all. So I don't know where you sent it. I don't know where you sent it. But send it to me directly. Because it's not popping up here. Pause. At all. It's not in my inbox, and it's not on anything that I'm tagged in. Mentions. No, I don't see it. It's not on my mentions. So it ain't there. Something must have went wrong. You ain't sent to me. Send somebody else or something like that. Howdy, Bill. He says, your latest post. I haven't posted anything on Twitter in a very long time. So let's go. That would be this stream. Let me see real quick. Your latest post. I haven't posted anything on Twitter in a very long time. So all right. What is this? What is that? Those are camera rigs. All right, let me see if I can save these because this is going to take a second. I need Phil to be here right now. I'm going to look at this stuff. Second, I'm sorry. It won't take a second. That's why I need Phil here to be distracting people from these things. 1, 2, 3. Send those there. 1 second. I'm going to pull them up for everybody to see. In fact, let me see if I can just do it on X. All right, this let me see. All right, let's see if we can get this popping for you real quick. Stop that. We'll present this. All right, I should be able to do it. 1 second. We should have it right now. All right, let's go. All right. From Justin White is sharing these photos. These are from season 3. give my thoughts on these pictures right here, real quick. All right. Let's take a look at this. All right, so the first picture here is of a car. Car looks very old school. All right. It looks very old school and everything else. Multitasking so comes. I feel all right. Let me see if I can get a better look at this. It's an old school looking car. Obviously, it's on, these are all cameras that are on top of it. If you don't think it's some type of Back to the Future situation, this is what they do when they have somebody in the car and doing something in the car. So we can assume from this picture that Tabitha will find her way inside of this car at some point in the season. This will be a car that she's driving. Obviously, we have the back wheels here and everything else. It's on the rail system. These are all the cameras. They have a camera on the left-hand side, shooting that there's a person from the left-hand side view and 3 in the front with a boom mic attached to that on the outside, right? So we can assume that Tabitha is going to, at some point, get inside this car and try to make an escape in this car. That is why they're having that 100%. I can't see anything else that I could draw, but I can say it's an old school car. This car looks like it was in the early 80s, late 70s model. I mean, it's plausible that those cars still exist and people are still driving those cars, but it's also plausible that it could be some type of back in the day situation. We're going to keep it moving here. All right, so this is just a wider shot of this. We see Belle. Is that a real place? Let's look at this and see if this is a real place. Or is that this part? They put that in the show. Let's put that in there. It is a real place. All right. So they probably won't show that in the show. Belle Alliant is Atlantic Canada's leading provider of fiber TV and internet. All right. So most likely that will not make the shot. All right, because that is a real company that provides internet. We see here in this shot the towing truck that tows the car in front while they're shooting it, and they're doing the live shots and everything else, and the car is moving. That is how they do it now, is they have a truck tow the car, and that is the people will be acting inside there, and then that's how they have it. So again, it's just another shot showing that this is how that Tabitha will make it into this car at one point. And then we have another picture here. And let's see if we can. All right. What happened? No one told you to do this. All right. Is there any way I could zoom in on this? But we can see Tabitha here. Black hair Tabitha. Her hair is shorter. It's black. Who is this guy? Is this Jim? Is that supposed to be an older version of Jim? Now, listen, we talked about this a little bit ago. Probably just some guy from the set. But that is definitely a picture of Tabitha right there with some black hair. You got to be able to get this picture bigger somehow. Pause. There's no way I can do it. But it's definitely Tabitha. Black-haired Tabitha. I don't know if she's going to be wearing this in the show. I don't know if this is just what she wears in real life or something like that. But her hair is definitely shorter than it was in the past seasons. Without a shadow of a doubt. You know, its hair is 100% shorter in that picture than it is in the past. Again, but you know, we've seen Jade beard change. All right. So I don't know how much we could take that, or you know, we see and everything else. I don't know what we can do. I don't know who that actor is, if that's an actor next to her, or just a set director or someone on the set. Don't know. It doesn't look like Jim because of the hair and stuff, but it's definitely Tabitha. Yeah, again, yeah, it's most likely I can screenshot it in Zoom, but it's going to take it's gonna go into a whole nother thing for me to do. It's gonna take me a second to do all that. Uh it's Tabitha, set people, set people. There's no one here. Could be cold outside, 100%. Security separate. Who is that? Who is that? It really makes me think it's not Jim because he has a beard and everything else, but it does make me think it's him. It does. Let's see, wait. Can you see it better on this shot like this? Let me see if this shows up better. I think it does. All right. Yeah, it doesn't. That's 200. That's 500%. No, it's better the other way. Yeah, it's definitely Tabitha. I mean, he could pass as Jim. There's no doubt about it that person could definitely pass as Jim. Thank you for the super sticker. And thank you, Tamara Chase. So happy that you showed up in there. Again, it's hard. It's definitely Tabitha. Could it be a version of Jim that's that's what I would like it to be, a version of Jim that's not out there? Can't see close enough. It definitely looks like Jim with short hair. 100% it does. 100%. It looks like Jim with short hair and a beard. And then, well, not a full beard, but it's very interesting. I have to look into him a little bit more and see exactly what's going on there and all that. But very interesting. But what we can take from it without a shadow of a doubt is that that Tabitha will be getting in that car with somebody having a conversation. I don't know what y'all talking about in the chat. Y'all talking about whatever y'all talking about in the chat. I don't know. But that's the only way we can take it. What year would Julie have been born when they lost the bracelet? Is that Jim and that's where Tabitha went? Is that where Tabitha where is that Jim and that's where Tabitha went? So we can see what happened. If it's a flashback scene to when Julie is born, it could actually that would make sense if you've seen them there. She's I don't know if they would do that. I don't know if that's what it would be. And everything else. All right, we're gonna drop this real quick. Thank you again for all that. We'll get into all these pictures in a little bit. 1 second, KP. I gotta hook everything back up so you can call in. But we're gonna let you call in. 1 second. I'll let you know. What did it say? Dude, I can't hear you. You gotta give me a second to hook it up. All right, you give me 1 second. I'm gonna hook it up right now, and everything. 1 second, 1 second. Oh, that's the background thing. Uh 1 second. It takes a second. Uh Should be that. That goes to there. Then we go to here. Then I go to here with this. And that should go out. All right, KP. They should be able to hear you.
You hear me now?
I think they should be able to hear you now.
All right, everybody. Good night. How's the chat going? What's going on, Tony? How's things? Is Phil around tonight?
Mm-mm. Phil hit me up earlier.
Phil
told me he was predisposed.
Oh, nice. Well, I see you guys talking about From. By the way, any announcements as to date that when it's coming on TV?
Not yet. Nothing yet.
Okay. I have there's something that was on my mind. The cicadas that came out of Smiley's body.
Yes.
And this one, Boyd went and found Donna and brought her back to see the cicadas, and they were gone. Now, that does something to me in that I'm wondering, were the cicadas ever there? Or if so, did they just disappear? And why was, is it that for some reason they couldn't make themselves to be seen? They could allow themselves to be seen by Donna or certain other people, or else it'll cause something weird to happen. That's something I've been thinking about. What do you think about that? Do you think there's like a meaning to it, or do you think that's just the way they shot it and that's that?
I think everybody heard it, but I don't know if everybody's seen them. But it seemed like everybody was able to hear them, right? But it doesn't seem
right,
because the whole town seemed like they were hearing them, but no, not everybody's seen them. So I don't think that
and
when they were inside of the body themselves, I don't know if that was a hallucination or not.
Oh, so you know, we're still not sure if the whole the scene where they came out of the body, if that whole scene actually happened in the real world, or if it was like a shared hallucination between Boyd and I think it was Kenny was the guy who was with him, right? Between Boyd and Kenny.
Because Kenny,
we're not sure about it.
It's just like when the one jumped out of the pot and hit Kenny's arm. It seemed like it was a dream, but he had the wound from the dream, right?
Correct.
You know,
he did.
So it just seems like those things are in dreams, but they can affect the real world for some reason. So I don't know if they're just dreams, these cicadas. You know, like when they were going inside of Randall's mouth, Randall would be dead if that actually happened, right? So
yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
So obviously, I couldn't have happened like that.
I agree, and I think there's something Freddy Krueger-esque happening here, where whether it be another dimension, the dream realm, whatever it might be, it seems as though things can physically even, like the boy and white even, it seems as though things can physically move from the dimension or from the time that they are from into the place where Fromville is, and back and forth, vice versa, which obviously means that apart from this world, there's another world that also exists. So that has, I think that brings up some very interesting questions to me. I know a lot of us think that, you know, there's something about these monsters says fourth dimensional because they can interact with the world, or you can see the result of them interacting with the world, but you're never able to see them actually interact with the world because of the different dimensions and so on, which makes sense. And I do hope that's the direction they go in terms of answering this, not having it be aliens, not having it be some sort of interdimensional portal that was found at some random point in time. So, you know, that's my 2 cents on it. By the way, have we done our season closer for Constellation yet?
I have not. I mean, I'll do the season. I don't know how many people want to do it. You know, because I tried to put a poll up on Facebook about it. I didn't really get any hits on it. So I don't know if anyone wants to talk Constellation. I don't know if it was that much of a success. I mean, I want to talk about it.
Okay. Now I get it because anything on Apple and in general, Apple TV, because it's such a niche kind of market, everything on Apple TV, everything on Apple TV, even though it may be great, it does not have traction like some of the other, like Netflix and some of the other Netflix.
Not yet. Only Ted Lasso. Silo did have some traction, though. I would say that, and Ted Lasso has traction. Listen, we'll be doing that. What is it? Dark Events, Dark Horizons, whatever it is that's coming out. Dark Matter, Dark something.
Dark Matter, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be doing that as soon as that drops, and we'll see how that goes on there. I think the quality of Apple TV shows is amazing, so we'll see. You know, and I think that the Changeling had a little bit of traction, not a lot. I think that was because of what they did for the show itself, like the season finale being terrible and things like that. But I think it had a little traction.
Yeah. No, they do have some traction, but Apple TV has probably 5 of my favorite shows right now. Like, I don't know if you see, there's one called there's a TV show called C with Jason Momoa on it.
Watch that.
Where everybody's blind. To me, I love that show. But you go, like, I've probably seen maybe 2 people on YouTube that have done like proper reviews for that show, which I can understand why, because like nobody ever talks about it, right? It probably has less than 1 million viewers that watch that, because again, it's on Apple TV and everybody has Apple TV, but it has so much good content on that TV station. But mind you, I just left work and I saw you guys were online. What have you guys been talking about? Hit me a quick recap. Let me see if I can weigh in on some shit before I jump off the line.
You know, they haven't been talking about much. They talk about the mole, as you know. We got into that. We talked. It's all Fatima and everything. This episode was just basically about Fatima. What up to Tamara Chase in the building, rocking with us as always. Got nothing but love for you, girl.
Yeah, listen. I think on the idea of a mole, I think it would be odd for the writers to have the younger white guy who came on the bus, Ronnie. I don't know his name right now, but it'll be weird to have it such that he outright says in a thing like this, you have to have somebody who's the mole. When he was flying the drone with Jim, he says that there has to be a mole here, and I'm going to figure it out. And and then in doing that, he eventually kidnaps daughter, and he's trying to torture her to get, I don't know what information he's trying to get from her. He kind of went mad for a little, but to me, it'll be weird for those writers to have that line specifically put into the show, and there not be a mole. That will kind of piss me off if there isn't a mole, or probably not mole is probably a bad word. An inside person.
Yeah,
meaning somebody.
Same thing, right? Mole, inside person, someone who's controlling, who's actually there on the ground level, helping bring back data. And I agree. They're not going to make that a throwaway line not to pay. That's why I think it's Donna, because I think that again he picked Donna. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, crazy Randall," but he's not. He's gonna be proven that he was right. And like I said, they did to him purposely to cut his nuts off to make him less of a problem. You know, now he's in line after he's been through what he's been through. He gonna fall in line. You gonna see him out there mowing the lawn. You're going to see him out there doing anything they say to do. Yeah, I got you. I'm with you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, anything you ask him to, boy, tell them, go over there and shovel some dog food. Yes, sir. I'm coming, sir. Like, he's not trying to go through all that nonsense again. No. I need the group. And I think that will be true kind of for everybody. You're going to see a galvanizing of, like, there's going to be galvanizing of the connection, the unity in the group in total behind their leaders, behind Boyd and Donna. And that also, in my mind, creates a very interesting situation, because it's no secret that Boyd and Donna, even though they respect one another, it's no secret that they have fundamental differences, for want of a better phrase. So I could very easily see people in Fromville getting sidetracked by this newfound loyalty to Boyd on one end, and some others newfound loyalty to Donna, because of the big fucking problem that both of them got them out from. And I could very easily see both sides kind of go ahead to kind of knocking heads because of those differences, whilst in the background, the real enemy is coalescing and is working out and training, doing all the push-ups, doing all the pull-ups, sparring and hitting the bag every day, all day. And that is kind of, this is not my last thing I say, but that is very much a analogy to the world that we're living in today, where we very well know that there are big problems in the world that we need to get together and tackle. But nothing that happens in our little local area, and we forget about the big problem and we start to fight amongst one another, whether it be in the states, Democrats and Republicans, or whether it be conservative liberals, whatever it might be, we know we have big problems to tackle, but we get sidetracked by minor feuds and rivalries. And to the point where when it's time for us to tackle the big problem, when people arise, we're scraping and scrambling, like Diddy said, to get ourselves together to be ready for this war. And that'll be an interesting road for them to go down this season. And let me one last question, Tony. Where do you think, in terms of advancement of the story, where do you think season 3 ends?
I'm gonna put you off, and I'm gonna answer your question. All right, brother.
All right.
Thank you.
Chat, have a good night, Tony. All the best. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to the constellation thing. Whenever you do it, you do it. If you don't do it, they're all good too. And we need to do a after night soon, after dark soon.
Definitely. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you just got off there. What I see I really have to put more thought into it to give you a true answer of where I think it ends up and everything else. So I wish I could give you an answer, but let me really think on that, where it could go. Bill D says Fatima may not be pregnant. It could be a red herring. A woman can look pregnant with a baby but have nothing inside. If she wants a baby desperately, this is a real womanly condition that can happen. That is not the case. They're not going to bring her up, say that she's pregnant, have her, they're not going to do that. There's no way that they're going to say, have her come up, put this information in the Atmos, and then all of a sudden she's not pregnant. Listen, there are a lot of women out there that want to be pregnant and ain't pregnant. Now, I understand you saying that there's a real womanly condition. There are a lot of women who beg to be pregnant, right? There's a reason why people have to adopt. You could want it all you want. Doesn't mean you're going to look. And she didn't look pregnant from what we see. She's definitely pregnant. There's no doubt about it. We've been through it a little bit, with her being pregnant. And we feel that, I feel that that's most likely going to be her cause of death. She's going to die because of the pregnancy. But they're not going to bring that up and not pay that off. That is not good writing. It may be something that happens in real life, but for a television show, it's just not good. Can't do that. You know what I mean? It's just the bottom line. There's just no way it could happen. It's just not good writing. Again, you go through the Boogie Nights situation, right? If you go through the Boogie Nights situation and you have Dirk Diggler, right? And if you ever watched that movie, you had Dirk Diggler, who was this porn star who supposedly had this superhuman penis that was so big, right? And the whole movie, they always showed your people's reacting to it when they seen it, but they never showed it, right? But they always seen the reaction. You seen the reaction. You see another reaction. In the end, you have to show it, and they do at the end of the movie, right? You have to. You can't do that whole reaction situation and not pay it off in the end. I look at it like that. You're not going to have her say she's pregnant and then all of a sudden not being pregnant. That doesn't work that way. This won't be a good, it's just not a good way to do a television show. Regardless that could happen in real life. It does happen in real life and all that. Just no way for that to go that way. You have to show it. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. You got it. She's got to be pregnant. They brought it up. She has to be pregnant, especially the fact that they brought it up and said that she can't get pregnant. I'm not supposed to be pregnant and everything else. It's not the way it's supposed to be. This is not a woman who wanted to be pregnant. This is not a woman who dreamed of being pregnant that we've seen. She had gone through her life up until this point knowing that there's no way for her to be pregnant. That's the way she was operating, right? So in the end, there's just no way that they're not going to be pregnant. She has to be. It's just not going to work that way. And all that. No, and let me say something real quick for my girl who's up in here, for all you sexy young ladies and older ones too. Sexy ladies, you know. My girl right here, Tamara Chase, she owns a very nice lingerie, right? For all that. If you need that sexy lingerie and all that stuff, right? You need to look sexy for your man, just for yourself, to feel good about yourself. Go on her website and pick up some of that good lingerie for yourself. Nightgowns, lingerie. Can someone please put the link to her place where you could buy this stuff? And your men, you know what I mean? Buy this for your woman. You know what I mean? And everything else. And it's on sale. Not to not to. I don't know. Jackie C is great at that. My mom, can you please put Jamerit.com, Tamara Chase's, for her lingerie site up there so people can please go out there and check it out. Give it a look. You know, make you feel good about yourself and all that good stuff. Make you feel good and everything else. There you go. There's a Mother's Day sale going on and all that going on right there. Definitely check that out. Put that link in the description for everyone, for your mothers. You know, listen, for your baby mamas. It ain't just gotta be for your mamas, but your mama may be getting it. Don't think you got here for a reason. Don't be thinking that your mama ain't getting it on. You know what I mean? All right. Don't be thinking like that. Your mama ain't getting it. Maybe send something to your mama. You know what I mean? But for your baby mama, for your wife, right? Send something to her. Go on there and buy something. Support Black businesses. Support this beautiful woman who supports the channel of Teflon TV, who is one of us, right? Let's let people who are one of us make it, right? And she has gorgeous stuff in there. Beautiful for women of all sizes to make them feel sexy and good about themselves. So definitely go out there and check that out and everything else. Please do so. And send me a picture. As Jackie C says, everybody needs a nice silk robe. Everybody. and she had beautiful cheekbones. Yes, there's no doubt about it. You know, so yeah, there's no doubt. Listen, so we'll wrap this up soon. Fatima's going to die this season. That's how the flood's going to end, and all everything else when it's all said and done, you know what I mean? And the flood starts because of her death, and everything. That's the way it'll be. I'll put all that in them. I'll do a quick 5-minute video and everything else, a 10-minute video. And Brad, we'll take another call.
Call from
Randy Broken.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
KP, what's good, man? I'm about to wrap it up.
But lingerie for your mother is fucking crazy, bro.
What?
That's crazy, bro.
Wait, I gotta let me take this other call because you were already on.
Call from.
Yeah.
To accept, press 1.
All right, that's not a good name, but what's going on? Who we talking to here?
Yeah. Teflon with the vest on. What's popping?
Who we talking to here? What's going on?
Hey, yo. Hey, nah, what's up, man? How you doing, man? I just want to give a shout out to you, bro. I like what you're doing, man. You doing your goddamn thing, man.
All right.
Keep that shit 100 greasy, gravy, lazy, bazy, gravy, tomatoes with potatoes. You know what I mean?
All right. We see you.
You know all that
You're a
food
rap.
skirt.
That's right. You on that rapping stuff? Yeah. You know, I feel you. I feel you.
I'm on that sexy red rap. Nah, but I'm saying, bro, From is my shit, man. I'm rewatching both seasons, man. And you know what? I agree with the other caller who called in earlier talking about we could be in another like parallel universe type of thing. You know what I mean? We could be on another. It's not even Earth, you know, like where are we at type of thing. You know, like from like where we from. But you know that word, you know, gives off a whole like another dynamic of, you know, like just thinking of that word, you know, like why they name that shit From. It's like,
well, it's called
crazy.
origin in other countries.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The origin of the signal. You know, where is that deriving from? You know, so that's why, you know, it's just dope, man. It's the dopest show ever since like Westworld season 1. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I used to watch Westworld a lot, but I stopped watching it after a while. But it reminds me of like, you know, that anticipation. You know, like that mysterious.
Yep.
You know, ominous type of feeling. Yeah, it's pretty dope, man. But yeah, I can't wait till that third one drops. Though that's gonna be pretty dope, man.
No doubt
But yeah, I
about
just
it.
want to give a shout out to you, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, you doing your thing,
I'm
bro.
trying.
Hey, man, I just want to tell you, I'm the one who called or who left about that about your shirt.
Oh.
You know why you keep wearing the same shirt? You know, Chris Black.
This ain't the same script, nigga. This is not.
Yeah, my bad, man.
It
You know,
looks similar.
I just be talking shit, bro.
No, you can definitely.
That's all it was.
Listen.
Yeah.
You can definitely say what you want. But I'm saying, go back and look at the videos. You'll see that this ain't the same. This is navy blue. Other one's black.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah, man. I like how you like the show a lot more than that Constellation, because that Constellation kind of threw me off. I ain't like that little girl in the show, you know.
Yeah, I feel you. I like Constellation.
Yeah.
It's just it's hard to follow for a lot of people. This is a lot easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, but I like
For real.
Constellation. I can't hate on Constellation. I like that show.
Yeah. Hey, bro, you got to watch that Three Body Problem too.
I did watch it.
Well,
I watched Three Body Problems. I think.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah.
It got a bad rap because of Dan and Dave being a part of it, but it wasn't a bad show at all.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, hell yeah. Well, hey, bro, keep it up, my man. I'm gonna let you go back do what you're doing and just listen to it. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you. And make all the comments you want.
All right, bro. All right, my man. I got you. All right, bro. You have a good one, though.
All right, what? That's Chris Black up in there and everything else and all that. You know what I mean? You know, listen, people say what they want. Let people say what they want and everything else. Listen, you can say what you want. So go back and take the tape. That's what it's all. Yeah, he's in like a lot of things. Yeah, like Three Body Problem was good. It's not a bad show. It's not the best show, but it's not a bad show. I think it gets a bad rap because Dan and Dave are on it, and Game of Thrones fans still hating on them. You know what I mean? And that's just the bottom line. That's just what it is. When it's all said and done, you know what I mean? That's just what it is and all that good stuff. But it was all right. It was decent and stuff like that. I can buy her robe. Yeah, listen, definitely go buy a robe for my girl. You know what I mean, or something like that. At least I wear the same thing so much, but you know, I wear black and I wear a lot of different colors: black, navy blue. Obviously, I wear the Yankee hat. I only wear the blue Yankee hat. I don't wear, you know, other color Yankee hats. I'm gonna buy a different color Yankee, but I usually don't wear it. It's just so everything really go with that. It's a blue Yankee hat go with everything, and it's just because I'm from New York. This is what I'm rocking, and that's just what it is. So black, navy blue. But you can always check. This is a Tommy Hilfiger. A lot of my shirts are mostly polo. You go back and check. You see, I got I got 99 problems, but clothes ain't one. I got too bad. I need to throw some of this shit out. In all honesty, that's just the way it goes. Anyway, about all that and everything. We are going to. What up to AK47 in the chat, rocking with us in there and everything else. Thank everyone for calling. Everybody for rocking with us. We got there's more people here right now. We want to go for let's say we'll go for 15 more minutes. All right. I just got to the bathroom. So we'll do the intermission break. 15 more minutes. Get your questions ready. And then we'll add you after that.
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Now I have children of my own. They ask their mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? I tell them tenderly. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Que sera, sera.
Real quick to Shaquille Robinson gifting those memberships. I ain't gonna go through and try to figure out who got those memberships. But if you got a membership from Shaquille, give him a thanks in the chat for the membership. That way I know and I can put it out there. Shout out to you for doing that. I truly, truly appreciate that. You know what I mean? Adding more members to the family and everything else. This is number one place if you are a lover from or anything else you want. You won't get, you know what I mean? Any other place you won't get your information from for any one of these shows, we're gonna come to, right? The Don Tony Teflon right up in this piece, you know what I'm saying? Don Tony Teflon, that's what you gotta rock with, you know what I mean? That's just what it is and everything else. We got that for you on this channel here. We've been rocking 9 years strong on this channel. We are over 90,000 subscribers. We are hit 90,000 subscribers. We are almost there. We are 10,000 from the play button. 10,000 from the play button. Which is amazing, right? All thanks to y'all. So make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel and everything else and all that good stuff and everything else. We have gone through a lot in this channel and everything else. From IG channel says this is from IG channel says they're almost there to wrap filming probably in May. Again, when it's all said and done, you got to understand there was the actor strike, which affected Harold, who's the main character and everything else. So you can't be a scab and go across the actor strike and do anything no matter where you're sitting. House of the Dragon was not affected by the actor strike because most of the actors were from the UK or overseas. So they were not in the Screen Actors. You know what I mean? That's just what it is and everything else. You know what I mean? So they had to wait, they had to postpone. Or already, if that never happened, we would already have season 3. It would already drop, and that's just what it is. You know what I mean? That's just the way it goes. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what it is and everything else. That's the way it goes. So now that's what it got pushed back and everything else. Again, they're not going to compete with House of the Dragon, even if it was done at that time. They're not going to put it out when House of the Dragon, because you'd be foolish to put your show up against that show. It's just foolish. You can't do it. So most likely it'll be sometime after House of the Dragon airs. Then you will have From come out. Again, this is MGM's #1 show. It's the really only show they have that has hit to this point. They've had Godfather of Harlem, which is an amazing show, but it didn't get the recognition that this show is getting, because it's a more show that, you want to learn about Bumpy Johnson and all that. If you're not really into that, it's got its audience. This is more demographically pleasing, this type of show, right? So it's their #1 show. Again, you can look at the other shows that they have on the channel, whether it's Billy the Kid. These shows are all right, but they're not this show. They have nothing else. Domina is actually a show that I like, that I think is a very good show, but I don't think that has hit where they wanted it to hit. You know what I mean? I don't think that has gotten the recognition that it's supposed to get and everything else. You know what I mean? So what if the monsters were with Bumpy or Method? What if one of the monsters was P. Diddy? Fucking around. They sent down a P. Diddy monster. Everybody got the talisman on the door. Everybody got the talisman. They don't let Diddy in the house. No. Yeah, Diddy be outside. Let me in. You want to party? You want to let me take you shopping? All right, who is calling me? Who is this person? Let's take.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
I gotta listen. I'm not gonna accept the call. You ain't gonna leave your name and nothing like that. I'm not gonna take the call. All right, you gotta at least leave your name. Come on, man, be better than that. No, so yeah, listen, no, ain't no one opening the door. Did he be up in there? Like, yo, let me take you shopping. You go party with me? They should do it. They should really do that. But I mean, it wouldn't fit the scene, but they should do it. All you gotta do is have a monster with his mouth open all the time. Like you're walking out there and everything. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. This is just jokes. Let me be. I don't want anybody to take what I'm saying the wrong way. All right, it all out. Let me explain. So no, I don't give a fuck what Diddy does with anybody. That's his business. If he is bisexual or whatever, God bless him. Let him do this. I am not making fun of him because of that at all. That is nothing wrong with that. That's his life. As long as everything that he does is consensual, then God bless him. Do what he got to do. He want to sleep with Carl Winslow or whatever. I don't know if it's true or whatever. God bless you, bro. Do your thing. Whatever turns you on. You know what I mean? Do your thing. People just messing with him because of who he is and because he ain't coming. You got to live your truth. That's how all jokes stop, when you live your truth. And that's it. You can't be fronting and acting like something wrong with something that you're doing when you live in that life, bro. You got to live your truth, and that's it. As long as you live your truth, no one. All right. Go ahead. Let's see if this person actually wants to speak.
Call from. To accept, press 1.
What's going on? You're rocking with the Don Tony Teflon.
Hey, this is Heath calling back.
What's going on? What's going on, Heath?
All right. So, what earlier? Okay, so the skid. What do you think happens to the skid
like, okay, we never covered the thing that makes the skin come up. You know, like the worms.
What are we talking? All right, what skin? What are we talking about? The skin for what?
All right, all right. Let's get back. Let's get back. All right. So Sarah said it says kill the boy, right?
Yes.
All right, and full disclosure, I'm drunk right now.
That's fine. That's fine. We all drinking.
All right.
Yeah, we grown.
All right. It says full disclosure in blood, right?
Yeah, it says kill the boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it never says that with anybody else, right?
Yes.
And then when Sheriff Boyd gets it, it's under his skin.
Yeah, so it's two different things, right? It's not the worms that are underneath Sarah's arms, right there. And we're dealing with two different aspects. Now, again, you got to understand that Sarah says that the people that are contacting her are people that are being held hostage also, and they want to go home. Right? So it's two different things. That's not the same thing that's going on with Boyd. So this is a different set of people that are being held hostage. There's two sets of people being held hostage. The humans that we see there and the people that are actually contacting Sarah are being held hostage, right? So I don't think it's worms in Sarah's body that made that, because it looked more like a blood stain on her arm.
Okay, like, so you saying that somebody could just take her arm and just do that?
These people, whoever they are, not only did they do that, they were able to take control of her body and make her draw the picture that they wanted her to draw.
But you saw that it was a struggle, right?
She fought it, right? She was fighting it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and it was painful for her. She was fighting it. Maybe if she just went with it, it may have not been that painful.
Well, I mean, when you're in prison, if you just go with it, it ain't that painful. But like
that sounds like some Felice Johnson shit right there.
I'm not there. We can do it the easy way.
The hard way.
I know. I mean, yeah. That's always the truth. And I'm pretty sure the aliens did the same thing.
Hey, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. I'm with you on that.
I'm laughing. All right, man. I'm gonna get off the phone because I'm drinking, because I don't want to sound too drunk. But okay. Can you speak on that a little bit more, like as in like when people contact? Okay, who's the alien and who's the other people and who's the other people?
Mm-hmm.
Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna get off the phone. All
right, one brother. All right, so when we deal with Sarah, again, you gotta look at the different sets of people, and thank you for the call that are there. You have the humans who are Boyd and them who are there. You have the people who are that brought them there. And then there's another set of people. The other set of people are the ones that are communicating with Sarah. These are the people that told Sarah that they are there and they want to go home. These are also the same people that turn the radio on to certain songs inside of the diner. Those are the same people that are there. These are the people that told Sarah, kill the boy and we can all go home. Not just her, we could all go home. And I think that she misinterpreted it, thinking that they were talking about Ethan, but they weren't talking about Ethan. They were talking about the boy in white. These are also the same people that told her that she had to kill Toby. Now, I believe that these are the people who brought Toby and Jade in there for a reason. Toby and Jade weren't supposed to be there. They're the ones who brought Toby and Jade in there. Why did they have her kill Toby? And they told her it had to be done. Not only did they tell her it had to be done, they also told her how to kill him and make it look like the monsters did it and leave the door open, right? So that people would think that the monsters did it, right? so that she didn't get bagged up for it. Right? These are also the same people that are watching everything because they seen Father Khatri bury that bag, and that's why they were able to draw the picture of it, because they were able to see it. Right? So that is what's going on with these extra set of people who are there, and they're trying to get out also. All right, 501.
Call from
Diamond Daniels.
to accept, press 1.
What's going on? You're rocking with the Don Tony Teflon.
What up, Teflon? How you doing?
What's going on? What's your name? Diamond?
Yeah.
All right, what's going on, Diamond?
I had a question.
Yeah.
I was watching From last night, and I got to thinking, do you think the voices that Jim heard on the radio are the people in the hospital?
The people in the hospital.
Yeah, where Tabitha is.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with those people. Yes, I don't know if they're actually in that hospital themselves. Could be 100%, but it's definitely the people who are in control of this whole shit, and we can easily see that they're human beings from their voices, right?
Right.
So yeah, they could. I don't know if their main base is in the hospital. Could be. If you want to go with the theory that everyone's dreaming, everyone's got headsets on and they're inside it, then 100% they could be in that hospital.
No. I'm thinking it's witches.
It's what?
I've been saying this. It's witches.
What do you mean witches? Like broomsticks witches? What are you talking about here?
Yeah, it's like a spell.
Like
it's not alien.
All right. Why would you think that it's witches? What are we seeing in the show to make us believe that this is witches?
Eat the chip. I want to see you eat the chip.
Yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people do.
I'm one of those people, and our money's on it. You're gonna eat the chip.
All right, but you got to give me something besides you wanting to see me eat the chip. Then why you think it's witches?
Have a good night.
So we see what's going on here. You're right. You ain't want to see me eat the chip. Well, you ain't got nothing backing up that witches stuff, right? You got to have something. You got to back it up with something here. Yeah, give me something. Well, you want? All right, so I want to see you eat chip. It's gonna be witches. Why? Have a good night. Ain't no damn witches. Ain't nothing. There's nothing in this show that has pointed witches. And you're correct, KP. You're correct. 100%. There's nothing that is pointed towards witches in this. Nothing. Not one thing. There's nothing that anyone can tell me in 2 seasons of this show that has pointed that we're dealing with. Nothing at all. Maybe someone else can. Let's take it up. Let's go. We got it.
Call from
Bob Johnson.
to accept.
All right, Bobby B, what's going on, man?
Listen, I just called because I wanted to clarify what I said last time. Last time I said buying lingerie for your mother is wild. Like, that's crazy. And but apart from that, this guy that just called is the funniest shit I've ever in my life. They are preying on your downfall, Tony. They're preying on your downfall.
You know it, right?
He doesn't even have a reason. He didn't even have a reason. He just wants you to eat a muffin chip. Have a good night. That's he said, have a good night. Listen, I just want you to know that I'm not preying on your downfall. Like, the chip was your idea. If you don't want to eat the chip, I won't hold it against you. Because I'll tell you one thing, with my acid reflux, there's no way in hell I'm eating one of them chips. Not I for the last 8 years I've ate 0 pepper sauce, anything like that shit, because I just can't deal with it. My stomach is old.
If it is not what I said, I will honor and eat that chip right here live on this stream. Guaranteed. That's facts. But again, I know this has got shit to do with witches listen, I had my girl Lauren Corners come on this show, tarot card reader and all that, and she said it was witches, right? So I understand that people do think it's witches, but in the end, when it comes down to it, you got to give me some, not your beliefs. You got to show me something in the show that has pointed to it being this, and there has been nothing in this show that has led.
The only thing, if I were to play devil's advocate, right? The only thing I would say that could possibly be pointing towards witches is, well, a couple things. So one would be the whole idea of these talismans, these runes, basically, that seem to ward off evil. That's a witchy kind of vibe. That's a witchy vibe. The idea, the very idea of being taken up into a clock tower like Rapunzel or something, that has witchy vibes to it. The idea of you being kidnapped against your will and held down by chains in a dungeon, that has a kind of witchy vibe to it.
That doesn't have being kidnapped, being abducted is an alien thing, right? As for the talismans, these talismans being hung at the door, right? Listen, we have seen it in. Let me just say. Let me understand. Let me say. Right. These talismans being hung at the door, and everything else. We have seen it in this show. Everything is props. These are props. We have seen it. They're all props. It's like we've seen lamps with no electrical wiring in them, but meant to make you think that there's electrical wiring in them. Props. So people believe that this 100% is really going on. They hang these talismans at the door to make you believe you're safe.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
It's a prop.
Yeah, I agree with that.
This is what it's for. This is what these things are. And again, you don't know what's inside that talisman. Break it open and see if there could be technology inside there. Right?
100%.
There's no magic dealing with it. I know people want to believe that there is, but in the end, there's nothing. I mean, listen. I'm not just saying this to say the showrunners themselves, when they describe the show, what is this show described as, KP? What kind of show is it?
It's a science fiction something.
Science fiction horror. That's what it's called, right?
Science fiction horror, yes.
So if the showrunners have come out with the show and they have told you that the show's description is a science fiction horror, what the hell has that got to do with witches? And not unless there's witches tapping on iPhones, or witches that are over here. Now, witches that are over here using computers, or witches that are over here flying rocket ships. This ain't got shit to do with witches. It's a sci-fi horror. Sci-fi. That's it. So,
because unless you go, because in Dune. And I don't know if you might know Dune, but if you do know Dune, there's a sect called the Bene Gesserit, and there's some like hella powerful women, and they are called the witches. So maybe it's witches under that vibe, under like that whole Bene Gesserit future, dystopian future type situation, Dune type situation. Like I don't know. I don't think it's witches. I don't think that at all. There's been. I think the show has thrown in so much science and technology in the first 2 seasons, including the idea that a billionaire who owns and runs one of the biggest like quantum computing or whatever company, the Jade character.
Yes.
The fact that something like that is in there kind of says, okay, it has to be. The fact that Jim is an engineer and he's trying to figure out, he's doing these engineering things to fix the problem. Nobody's trying to make a potion. Nobody's trying to make a potion to fix the problem. Everybody's looking towards like modern day / future leading
real quick,
technology.
KP, let me just put AK. I'm not a Dune fan. I don't know nothing about it. But AK said they're not witches. They're They're just humans who are able to enhance the power of their minds.
I understand the benches 100%. They aren't witches, but they're called witches by everybody in the show. By everybody in that book, they call them the witches. It's like it's kind of a derogatory name, kind of a but because they never they won't say it to their face, a bit like that. But that's the only sci-fi witches that I kind of, except for some like Warhammer shit, but that's real. That's very very.
I see people. Sci-fi means technology, right? More. So there's a good. So sci-fi does not mean 100% aliens, right? Sci-fi is saying
doesn't mean that, but
it doesn't mean 100% aliens, even though you do deal with aliens a lot in sci-fi. So yes, you could have sci-fi without aliens. But what I'm saying is this, and I've told y'all this over and over again. The show has already said it. There are people being held that are responsible for holding these people. And there's another group of people who are being held captive, communicating with Sarah, that want to go home. Those people being held captive are aliens being held captive, and these human beings have caught them, and they're using their technology, their alien DNA, to experiment on other humans in this thing. This is what's going on. This is what's happening. And I'm telling you, this is it. When it happens and everyone can say, oh, this is what it's going to be. I'm telling you, this is what it's going to be. The only way it's not this is the goddamn showrunners are watching my show and they just want me to be wrong. And they change their shit.
If they hate us too, well, then we have no hope. But I mean, like, I think they can be aliens. There's a distinct possibility, and I would be kind of disappointed if they are, because I feel as though the recent sci-fi TV shows and movies that have been good have all had some sort of alien element in it, and it'll be nice if this kind of didn't have it. But then on the other hand, like we talked about last time, the very fact that everybody who's doing a hot sci-fi show / movie has some alien thing involved in it is kind of reason. It's kind of a proof of well, if everybody is doing it, more than likely they're doing it as well.
Everything happens in bunches. No matter what it is, Hollywood always jumps on things in bunches. When Game of Thrones came out,
is true.
Right? When Game of Thrones came out, and there was
you had The Witcher, you had a bunch of other stuff. You had a bunch of shows medieval looking.
You had all movies in Hollywood. They were all trying to capitalize on that Game of Thrones fan base. This is what they do.
Yeah, everybody.
Different alternate dimensions and everything else. Whether it's Constellation or this show, they all jump on the same bandwagon. That new show with M. Night Shyamalan, that movie, looks just like this show. Have you seen that trailer for that?
What is it called? What's it about?
I'm about to play it.
Is it the one? Beach? Is it the one there on the beach?
No, it's a new thing. It's a new movie.
No, I haven't seen that, but I'll check it out. Because I like M. Night Shyamalan, even though some people don't have the best things to say about him. He gave me at least two of my favorite movies. Sixth Sense and The Village, and I can even add science to that. I can add.
What is that? Has anyone just seen that trailer? What's the name of this trailer? Is it Trapped? What is the name of it? It just came out. It's I don't even know if he. I don't know if he's. What is it? It just came.
Is he directing it or is he producing it?
He's producing it.
Oh, okay. But his produced movies sometimes are better. No, it's the other way around. His directed movies.
You watch this trailer and you think you're watching From. Like it is 100% all about From.
Did M. Night have anything to do with Lost? Was he affiliated with Lost at all? I can't remember.
I don't know if he has. If he was involved with Lost.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think all these things are very, very possible. And if it turns out to be aliens, I won't be angry about it. Especially if they do it in that kind of way. Because I don't think. I think what they're doing is, if aliens are involved, it may be one or two things. It may be that aliens are working with some sort of government entity, creating this experiment to solve a very particular problem, or it could be a Roswell type thing where
I don't know
a particular entity has technology and they're trying to work it out in this place.
It is Watchers. The Watchers is what it's called.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I saw that. They're in a village and they're lost, and I've glimpsed that.
I gotta take a
trailer.
I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss. I got broke the dam. I got it.
All right, guys. Well, listen. While Tony fees, I will entertain you guys. So right now, I'm parked outside a refinery. I have a refinery in the backyard of my house, pretty much. So I'm going to drive out to the refinery and get home, because I got home, but I had to get food for the wife because she doesn't cook. She doesn't understand how to cook, my wife, and so even though we have somebody that cooks, she doesn't like to cook. She can't cook. So it's it's 11:30 and she was hungry, and I'm like, why don't you make something? She was like, I don't know, make it. I'm like, all right, okay, I'll just do it. I'll just buy some burgers. So I got some burgers, so I'm going back home. All right, guys.
I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, the Watchers is what it's called. But if you watch that Watchers and you tell me that is not what we're dealing with here, that they didn't take that, I'm about to play it for y'all right now, but I'll lose monetization on this stream if I do so, and everything else. But yeah, the Watchers. I knew it wasn't Trapped. It was something else. All right, we'll be the last voicemail we'll take, and we'll get out of here.
Call from
KP. I got
to accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
What's going on, man?
Yeah. I got disconnected as I heard you coming back on. So I said, let me just call back in and say good night to everybody. What were we talking about? Are we talking about something?
Yeah, this is the Watchers. Go check out the Watchers and tell me that you don't think that has anything to do with it.
All right. I'm a jump off. I'm gonna jump off the phone and take a look at the trailer right, and I'm gonna respond in the chat. So everybody, chat. I'm still around. Tony, listen. Like I said, it could be aliens, could not be aliens. I hope it's not aliens, but if it is, I hope they do it in such a way. I hope they do it in a believable way, and I hope the reason behind this experiment is actually something that is morally ambiguous. Meaning to say, like, from where we are looking at, this experiment is kind of an asshole thing to do to folks. But perhaps, hopefully, when we get to the side of the people that are conducting the experiment, they are in a place where, like, we don't want to do this, but if we don't do this, something way worse will happen. And I'm going to say one last thing. It's something that's kind of always thought. There are certain people inside Fromville where it's not their first time. There's certain people that have entered Fromville.
Right. In fact, it's what I'm gonna do. It's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna play this Watchers trailer. I don't care about the monetization. I'm gonna hang up with you. Keep watching. I'm gonna play this trailer right now for everyone so you can understand what's going on. All right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. One. So, all right. Let me. I'm gonna play this for y'all. Lose all monetization ability on this video, but fuck it, I'll do that for y'all, just so you can understand. You know what I'm saying? That this is what they do in Hollywood. They give you it. All the stuff is always continuous. All right. This is a new movie called The Watchers, and when it's done, I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it. Just watch this. And you tell me what you think about this. If you're going to tell me that ain't the same goddamn show, that's on you. But when I look at that movie, what's the difference? It looks the same. Thank you, Cats, for a super chat. Now they ain't gonna be getting paid for this. It really helps and everything else. But look, come on. Is that not the same thing that we're watching? I mean, when we're talking about the forest, we're talking about creatures that look like my husband, everything else that we see in it. We got the birds coming in here, over here, all this. Come on, man. And I'm telling you, when I come through, I'm telling you, Hollywood follows trends. That's the whole thing. They follow trends. It all comes out at the same time. You know what I mean? So come on. Let's not be real. You know what I mean? Let's not be fake on this. You know what I mean? Let's not be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Come on, man. That's just what it is and everything else and all that. So yeah, missing photos of the people. I mean, what else? What are we saying here? It looks the same to me. Look like the same concept. You know what I mean? That's it. That's just what it is. So yeah, you know. Everything comes in bunches, man. Justin says, Tony, would you ever sleep with a space alien chick? It depends how big her ass is. You call me Captain Kirk, goddammit. I don't discriminate. I regulate every shade of that ass. Green, purple, all depends how big it is. I don't give a fuck. What are you talking about? He's ill, man. I'm from Queens, baby. I'm from Queens, baby. I'm from Queens, baby. That's how that's what we get out here, Lottie. I'll tell you the deal. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's just the way it goes. You know what I'm saying? But no, it all comes in bunches. If you don't see the similarities between that show and From, I don't know what you're looking at. You know what I mean? Come on. It seems like the same type of thing, just a movie version of it, right? And everything else. But that's what it seems like. And all these things coming back. I said, Lord of the Rings came out. Look at how many shows like Lord of the Rings come out. Homicide, Life on the Streets come out. Look at how many shows came out like that. Sopranos came out. They were looking for the next Mafia show after that show went off the air, right? True Blood came out. And then all of a sudden, all these werewolf and other movies and all that come out. Hollywood follows trends. That's what it is. That's what they do. When Twister came out, that movie, you've seen there was a bunch of movies about natural disasters, volcanoes, and everything else. All came one right after the other. Because once Hollywood follows it, once they see something work, the Avengers and the DC and the Marvel Universe came out, you see they all pushed all that DC shit out there after. This is what they do. This is what Hollywood does. It'll always see what's hot. Gladiator. I mean, all that stuff with Game of Thrones and all that all happened because of Gladiator. Gladiator was the start of all that. Once they seen Gladiator win an Oscar and make all that money, that's when they started looking for that type of movie, that Roman movie and everything. That's when all that started and everything else. The Game of Thrones came and then Spartacus. That's when but it was Gladiator that started that. Once they seen that and they said, oh, people like this shit. It won a fucking Oscar. A movie like Gladiator it's not supposed to win an Oscar, Glad. It's nothing like that, right? That's what started it. Now, that's what brought the trend back. You know what I mean? And you can go on from everything else and you can see what followed after that. And why they follow it. It's all about trends. They follow. Hollywood doesn't come up with new shit. They just see what's popping and they jump on it and they keep trying to be the next thing that pops off like that. That's what it is. From the story about From everything that's happened there, although it is getting views, not critically acclaimed, right? So if people see that people like that genre of show and it's not critically acclaimed, you could take some smidges of it and try to make a movie better than that show's doing. Right? That's what they do. That's how they do things. They look and they see it. And they say, oh, people like this show. They like this type of thing. And now all of a sudden, you're going to see Constellation. All of a sudden, all these different interdimensional things and all that. It's not, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out this is what it is. They know what it is, and that's what it goes. That's what they're doing by. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, that's how they get down with these shows. That's how they make it. You see it anytime. When something pops, you'll see 8 movies like it will follow, because they're going to try to appeal to that audience. Going to say, oh, this audience was like this. It got this. Okay, let's just try to make something like this. Let's try to do it. Spaceballs is a parody of Star Wars and all that, because they seen how big Star Wars was, right? And all that. So they made a parody of it and stuff like that. This is the way it goes, man. You know, it just said saying World War Z was better than The Walking Dead. But when The Walking Dead was blowing up and the zombie stuff came out, you've seen a whole bunch of apocalyptic zombie type video games and everything else start to follow the trend of The Walking Dead. Like, oh, this is what people like. Let's follow that trend. Let's see what it is. You know, Breaking Bad, The Sopranos, any show you can look at. Once it's a hit, they jump on board with it and try to follow the trend. And this is the trend that we're following right now. And this is what it's going to be. And that's just the way it goes. And they'll make little hints and changes. But if you can't see that trailer and think that those people who watched that trailer or made that movie had something to do with From, then I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. As George R. R. Martin famously said, when you steal from one person, it's called plagiarism. When you steal from a lot of people, it's called research. Let's just say I do a lot of research. And I'm going to say that a lot of these people out here are doing a lot of research. And with that, the Don Tony Teflon is going to get up out of here. We'll be back again, expert testimony.
We have all sorts of stories, mythologies, legends that could be interpreted as gods, who in reality were misinterpreted extraterrestrials.
And that's what we're dealing with here. Thank everyone for out here rocking with me. We'll be back maybe this week. We'll see where it goes. You know, hit me up. Let me know what you want to do and everything else. Thank you for everyone rocking with the Don Tony. Thank you for everyone who super chatted. Thank you for everybody who called in. I truly appreciate it and everything else. As always, let the beautiful Carlo.